Time is of the essence. Hey, hey, playboy, I try to teach you, but guess what? Hey, said I'm gonna need some lessons. I want to give it all. I want to leave, but I come. I don't know why you're the one. Leave, but I come.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're
Mic check, check. Mic check, check.
Give you all you need. I know what you got. Hey, hey, listen. Stroking your body, baby. Loving your body, baby. Winding your body, baby. So crazy. I'm loving your body, baby. The way you give it to me. I just gotta let you know. Hey, soccer beat vibe, you don't need no other body. Hey, you don't need no other body. So only you can love my body. Hey, so only you can love my body. Yeah, yeah. Hey, well, guess what? Baby, yes, I want you there. Yes, I want you there. Promise to treat your love there. Whoa, whoa. Hey, Woody Woods, baby, yes, I want you there. Yes, I want you there. Promise to treat your love. Hey, well, put me in a socket. You don't need no other body. Hey, you don't need no other body. Hey, so only you can love my body. So only you can love my body. Hey, but one more time, keep it right there. Hey, well, baby, yes, I want you there. Yes, I want you there. Promise to treat your love there. Oh, baby, yes, I want you there. Yes, I want you there. Promise to treat your love there. Hey, you don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Said only you can love my body. Hey, said only you can love my body. Hey, hey, Woody Woods, guess what? Hey, I said I give you all you need. Give you all you need. Give you all you. Give you all you. Hey, Tasha, I give you all you need. Give you all you need. Give you all you need. Hey, Angie, hey, say what? Hey, one more time. I give you all you need. Give you all you need. Give you all. Give you all you. Give you all you. Hey, hey, George.
Give you all you need. Give you all you need. Give you all you need. You don't need no other body. Yes. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? It's the Midday Show. Yours truly, DJ Supa Dad, along with my man Super Coop. We've been MIA for a minute, man. I apologize. Cool. How you be, homie?
You've been really MIA. Actually, you've been in Miami.
MIA.
Yeah, MIA.
Yeah, MIA.
MIA,
Yeah.
MI. I mean, sheesh, I wake up and see you on the
It's crunch time.
Facebook.
It's crunch time, baby. It's crunch time, man.
Tell them what it's about.
We 1 week away. 1 week away from the Fort Lauderdale, baby. It's here. It's finally here.
Fort Lauderdale
Memorial Day weekend. Man, it's just amazing how fast this joint come up, man. You don't pay attention to.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Why pick Memorial Day?
Memorial Day. So traditionally we've been doing this thing like this ain't no new rodeo to us.
Right.
But we used to do
something on Memorial Day.
No, Labor Day weekend.
Labor
Day weekend down south is tornado season.
Right. Okay.
So we just got we got hit with a couple of tornadoes a couple of years, and we was like, man, we're not dealing with tornado season. We tried to do Puerto Rico.
Right.
Puerto Rico got caught up a couple of times. So we said we didn't want to do Miami. So we wanted to try something new and adult like. So we said, let's do Fort Lauderdale. And Fort Lauderdale is the new location, y'all. It's not too late to go. If you're trying to go,
right.
please go to thecelebrityfiesta.com and get your tickets. Like the flights is like round trip ain't nothing but like $200, $300, y'all. And our party package ain't nothing but $150 for 4 parties. Still familiar, we'll be down there. Raw Deal, 954 will be performing as well down there. We got 7 DJs representing DC, Baltimore, and Atlanta. You know what I mean? DJ Rico coming to do his thing. Frisco coming to do his thing.
Well, I'm going to tell you something about Still Familiar. If I had to pick, and I'm going to let people know about my top 20 later.
Okay,
if I had to pick, definitely Steve Roy is in the top running. Whenever y'all do a Go-Go Awards, but he is definitely grinding to the point of, I saw him the other day, he did a day party. He's doing day parties whether he's hosting or they playing. The man working 7 days a week, man. I'm like, I ain't seen nobody work that hard. I mean, look at even at Clout. He's at Clout Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Right, 3 days a week, right?
Yeah.
That's the new helicopter, y'all?
That's the new helicopter. They used to call Benny, man. They used to call Benny, Little Benny. That's Helicopter Junior. It's them light-skinned dudes, man.
That's some light-skinned dudes.
Yeah, ain't no way. Another guy, Scooby. Scooby played with Chuck Brown Band, and
yes,
he played with Sir's Company, and what's the other group? 76 Degrees West.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they be doing bar mitzvahs, and hey man, they be having 1,000 white people jumping up, pray,
shout out to them dudes, man.
Hey man, shout out to 76 Degrees. If I'm mistaken, please correct me. But yeah, Scooby Doo, and then Scooby will break it down and play.
Amy, what it do? Amy, Benjamin Wedge.
Hello, Amy. Hello, BJ.
What it do?
And he'll sit there and he'll play 5, 6, 7 times a night. Yeah, he's the Helicat. Okay, yeah, he might be, or Helicopter Junior. He is something, man. I said, dang. And then not on top of that, and maybe because he go out a lot, and he be in everybody's party, and he's becoming a real face of. And now he just need a record, Steve. Just need a record. And that'll lift you up. That'll lift his resume. That'll complete his resume. That'll lift him up, man.
And on top of that, his band is cranking.
The band cranking. I just think, Steve, you don't have to sing on the record because you're a hell of a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he can spit. Like Steve is definitely a great. He does a lot of.
He got bars.
He got bars.
Yeah. I remember him and 32 was going at it one time on stage.
He got bars.
And 32 was kicking his ass, and then he'd come back and kick 32 ass. Man, yeah. That was a battle.
That was a battle right there, huh?
Yeah, man. Shout out DMV, man. Yeah, we've been gone a couple of weeks, man. I've been waiting on Dan, of course. It's always Dan. It ain't never me.
It's me people. It's me people. You know,
you got the key to the door.
But I be wanting to do
you
this.
know how to push these buttons.
I be wanting to do this with substance, man. I don't want to just come up here to jibber jab.
Hey, let me say this.
You know.
Yeah, but one thing about this show, we're never going to jibber jab, or whatever you call it, because we have history, and we're gonna always have substance. As long as I'm here, we're gonna always have substance, because we're gonna bring up some topics, man, that that we can kind of back up. So we are always gonna have, whether it's me in here or you by yourself, and then you stir up shit enough.
But yeah,
because content is definitely important. But Amy, we never came in here and said, okay, what we're going to talk about. I got what I got in my mind. Then he comes. It's definitely no structure here, and sometimes I like it that way. But we have a lot to talk about. It's just sometimes we might talk about something too long. You know what I'm saying? Gazing at each other. Nah, Amy, that's what they do on other shows. I hate to bash on other shows. Other shows be jibber jab.
He said they be jibber jab.
We get into, and I'm not talking about all shows, but we don't, we can turn on music, and we can get it straight now. And if the topic come up, then we can talk about it with some sense.
Like I be like when I do this, man. Like I don't want to. I want like. I know. I want 100%, like 95% of our content to be about go-go, But there's a lot of things going on the world. Like what you just showed me today, that was disturbing. Like that was disturbing to me.
But that's where it comes to a point where, because you'll look on Facebook, and they'll bring up a subject, and it'll be 600-700 comments on there. Mm-hmm. And it ain't got nothing to do about go-go. It'll be, something as newsworthy as, did you see those people get shot, or something, something that came up that's disturbing me. This Buffalo thing is disturbing me, bro. And I think, not, let alone, the people that's passing away right now in front of our eyes throughout this pandemic. So sometimes you can touch on that. Go-go becomes so let me see, how can I say this? It's you talk about we give out, it's so opinionated. You know what I'm saying? And it's based on where the history is based on, okay, how did I see go-go when I first came to understanding what is go-go? I might have been 8. You might have been 12. The next person might have been 15. We all got our history, and it's different. So I don't want to knock nobody else's history of when they came in, but I know based off of, this is my story. Everybody got different stories. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different stories on how they met Funk, on, it was sad, Amy. It was definitely sad, man. And the police department, that's a thing where I might gotta say, I mean, why they ain't shoot him? That man came in with a I'm talking about.
Oh, he's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They arrested him. America, man. I'm just saying. I feel like the police was on it, yeah, but man, if that man shot all those people and I'm on the scene and I'm running over dead people, I'm shooting this dude. This dude don't need to be living.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Shoot one person
Come on, man. All them old people laying on the ground. I feel you, Amy. They are good, the police department, but I would have, man. I was. They gonna hold them accountable. I mean, it's all on. I got it on my phone. I got it. You can't. It's on my phone.
Yeah,
There's too many witnesses. Man. They gonna hold them accountable. That's gonna be.
Hey,
that ain't gonna be nothing.
Not to change subjects, but man,
life for life. Yeah.
Shout out to the go-go community and the birthdays in this month, man.
Oh,
what
yeah.
is going?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I ain't
back
know,
on track.
Like,
How we get?
It just like.
But they gonna do that too, Amy. That's. It's deeper than him just coming in there.
The
investigation. But I would have went to his out of blue house up.
I'm looking at. I'm turning everywhere I turn around. It's somebody's birthday in the go-go game.
What's up, man?
This month.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, and a lot of the birthdays get overshadowed because Ging birthday and Big Tony birthday and Scooby birthday. But yo,
Donnell
Floyd birthday. Yeah, man. Like, well, shout out to everybody. What season is it? It's Gemini season?
They should have did a big joint at MGM.
All the birthdays. All the birthdays?
Yeah, they should have did one big jump. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, MGM had the biggest party since Go-Go Live, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of excitement. I want to talk about that.
Man.
I do want to talk about that.
RE 45th reunion.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in the building. Trust me.
Yeah.
I wanted to be.
Everybody working.
I had to work, man. If I didn't have to work, I definitely would have been in the building. But shout out to everybody who went out there to pay their respect to the 45-year reunion for RE. RE, man, listen, we have nothing but love for y'all up here.
But then I heard a lot of complaints.
Like, what was it complaining about?
Like song selection.
Song selection.
They can't play 1,000 songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the go-go people here are so opinionated and so like, who cares if they didn't hit your favorite song? My favorite song was doing the Maniac era. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were about to say
the Little Benny era. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Benny. The rest in peace.
So if they didn't play those, you'd have been mad?
No, but I understand it. Maybe because I'm a musician at heart. But for them to do what they did in that place, man, with all that love, all that red, and how they look, man,
You said all that red.
All that red. I mean, on stage, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I know what you're saying.
When you drape like that, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to have.
They was in uniform. They was uniformed up.
Yeah. Shout out to We Are One. We Are One did the sweatsuits for them. And whatever else they, the company that the company that rented the tuxes, I don't know, but it was just the fact that 45 years of greatness, man. And I appreciate it. Amy said the first set was older songs. My YouTube captured the 90s and up. It was bomb. Wish I got there early enough to catch the first set. Yeah, so.
Hold on, Amy. Your YouTube called it. You went live during the show, Amy. All right, I was about to say something on the show today, Amy. I don't want to offend you. You went live because I got this thing about going live at the Go-Go's right now that I wanted to talk about today as well. So, you know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah,
you was there? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just walked into the door. The Team Light Skin is in the building. He goes by the name of Rayo Rose. He don't go by Rayo versus Rayo no more. He's Rayo Rose no.
So he was there. I was there. From the front to the first song.
Not from the first song.
Okay.
I got there about 8:40. So I missed Jungle Boogie, and I missed 32's first set.
Oh goddamn.
Right. So give us a recap. Let's give us a recap. Give me your recap.
Man, that was the best show ever. Next to Capitol Center for me.
Huh?
That's right. Best show ever.
Why you think?
Well, I think the vibe,
the
excitement everybody had. I thought it was going to be a wheelchair walking party. but it was all ages. As far as like the 20s,
Yeah.
30s. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be just.
He said a wheelchair walker party.
I did.
Like
That's what I thought.
people 50 and over.
Yeah, 50 and over.
Oh,
And what's wrong? I ain't in no wheelchair.
I know, but we different. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people our age, you seen them. You seen them, cool.
Oh,
But
man.
it was like awesome. I mean, they had a lot of technical difficulties on the backstage. You know, Funk cussed a lot of people out in the back, but you didn't. The audience didn't see it. Like I know y'all should probably see it when they paused a couple of times because the technical difficulty was going on. You know, white boys, they want a perfect show. Like as well, not Cooper.
Yeah.
You know, but the audience didn't really see a lot of the stuff that was going on in the back. And shout out to White Boy Funk man for sliding me in, man, because I understand he answered the phone for a lot of people, but he answered for me, got me in, and with 2 passes, only used 1.
So let me ask you this. You called for pass. Why you ain't get supported? Why you ain't buy a ticket?
Because they wasn't selling them.
Why you wait so long?
Because I forgot about it. To be honest. I forgot. I was just in that area.
Nah.
I forgot. And I called him, so I gave him the money to him. I said, "Here, I give you."
Yeah, no doubt.
But he was like,
he tried to play.
So what song?
He tried to play fair.
Yeah. What song got you up?
the whole night,
Right.
Like, what you want your body with? I mean, they played everything.
Yeah, but some people was complaining about that area. You want to pump? What? Did they do that?
They did.
No, not that. It was some other. Oh, Geraldine.
Yeah, they didn't play
You
that.
know what I'm saying? And so when I hear that, and I'm like, dang, but
Because I think he tried to squeeze everything in.
yeah, you tried, but you can't.
That's a lot of music, y'all.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
He
music.
tried to squeeze it, and then he cut songs short. He cut. To me, I think they gave some people too much shine. Me and Dad argue about it all the time. I think they gave Donnell too much time.
Donnell, you got to understand about Donnell.
I know.
Donnell was just as powerful as the key elements like Benny. You know what I'm saying? I think even what's his name had a after Donnell. I mean, well, pretty much after Benny, pretty much what's the name?
Yeah, but he always
That ain't there no more.
Corleone.
Corleone is I mean, he had a whole decade of being the voice. You know what I'm saying? And Donnell was the voice, and Benny was the voice. So those type of players. 32 had some great songs too, but everything can't fit. It's just like I don't know.
They seem to not want to get 32 his shine though. I mean, that's just my crew.
Right.
But fair is fair.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying?
since you mentioned that, why you think that? Why you think so?
Why?
Yeah. Go ahead, be Pat Beverly today.
Nah, I can't.
Right.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
I can't. I can tell you offline though, but I just say
June Jinx, what's up, home?
that they
Jenkins.
Drew, what it do, Drew?
Drew, you're right. He is the biggest songwriter in go-go.
Yeah, I mean, he is. I'm not taking none of that from him. But it wasn't about Donnell last night. It was about R.E.
It was about R.E. Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean when I say that. When I say they gave too many people different shine. I just think it should have been more about R.E.
No.
And switching them songs, like you said, get those songs in there.
Right.
But Donnell did a whole Familiar set. I mean, R.E. set, but Familiar set for real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
R.E. Familiar set.
Well, no, the set that he probably took the Familiar. Yeah. That was R.E. based. Well, the songs. His songs. Right. Yeah, it's yeah. Amy trying to get paid for YouTube. That's she is the. Go on, girl, get your money.
We're gonna talk about it in a minute. Amy.
Get your money.
We're gonna talk about it. Yeah,
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Well,
but yeah,
we'll stay on the RE. Stay on the RE thing.
Yeah, right.
So look, down.
And I couldn't go back.
Right. So we're gonna talk about that. Hold the live talk for a second, but for this 45-year reunion, I think it's hard to put 45 years into a 2-hour set.
Nah, it's very
More
hard.
than 3 hours. It was some 7-11.
It was. Oh, they did 4 hours.
Yeah,
They did
4
3
hours.
sets.
They did 3 sets.
Okay, they did 3 sets. So I've been hearing about
You ain't going there at the beginning.
That's what Flex told me.
Okay, so Flex.
Well, I seen 2.
because I was
They took a break, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that ain't a whole 4 hours. It's
Right.
still, and they might have played 3 hour set, but still.
Cause I saw online and I was like, I wanted to give my props out also to Blue Eye. They said Blue Eye played the whole thing, so I thought it was just 2. They said it was 2 sets. Then he went and played with JY after it was over. Blue Eye.
Oh, that's an Iron Man.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
for
was
them.
like, you know what I mean?
We
Blue Eye
got-
is the
so-
only 50 and over person I know is in shape.
Yeah,
boy.
Blue Eye,
Size
man.
32.
Shout out to Blue, the Iron Man. I call him the Iron Man.
Go the Iron Man.
Yeah, he is definitely. You're definitely a go-go icon, bro. Salute to you. Salute to the whole band.
Yeah,
I mean,
man. It was like
It was good to see the cats that
Really?
really.
4,000 plus in there, young.
4,000?
How you know you was at the door clicking?
They had no more tickets. And the room holds 4,000. So they said it was a little bit over 4,000 in there.
Also, you asked.
Oh yeah,
That's hot.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm there looking at it like, what
Hey,
I do in there. You know,
This nigga Ray counting.
I
Yeah, Ray. This nigga Ray count that money. Ray said,
Ray
man,
can't even count the 4,000.
No, it ain't that. Ray say, man, it's all bubble.
Hey, look,
So it's a
He
little bit
can't- he
more.
can't
It's a
count
little
the
bit more than $250,000
they
in
got
here.
$500,000.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, let's do this again.
Oh man.
How could I get
Nah, I heard back y'all coming. That's what I heard.
I saw on my birthday, July 31st, I saw a flyer with Still Familiar, Serious Company and Junkyard
Yeah, Carlos going out.
on the 31st.
at
That's the next party at the MGM.
Yeah,
so-
but they ain't gonna be at the theater.
No,
I don't know. I think it's
Ballroom.
well, man.
Ballroom $50,000.
Listen,
Easy.
y'all. It don't matter. Like I said, anything. The doors are being opened.
Let me.
The doors are being opened right now.
Yeah.
Just to see Go-Go
Yeah,
at the
but-
MGM, y'all.
But damn,
It is a blessing.
But
It
damn,
started with Junkyard though.
it's
It started with Junkyard.
it's a
Yeah.
it's a blessing to get into those doors. But it ain't nothing like that theater, bro. It
Yeah.
ain't nothing like performing in that theater.
Yeah.
Like you,
The way they did it.
I mean, you might as
Festival
well.
style.
You might, you know what I'm saying? You going up there, you really like they inspiringly they giving them a chance. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. But I did.
set up. It like it was bigger than the anthem. You know, you had people seating. Everybody was like standing up.
Okay, she said some people didn't go in. They were outside of the theater. Didn't look like 4,000 though. Wasn't elbow to elbow.
Shit.
He said, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
He said, shit. I don't know what you talking about. Yeah.
I mean, it was in the aim.
Right.
I mean, let me. Before you get to started, we count these numbers. We know how to count numbers. I don't know if you've been into that.
And they
But,
wasn't selling more tickets. They said, "Oh, sold out." I was gonna get a ticket. I was gonna buy.
all right, so it's a difference between sold out and because some people might not have came in.
Yes, and them tickets,
Yeah. So
tickets they get up to $250
yeah,
a ticket.
and you said 350.
Like $350?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, look.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
My man Cleve, the Cleve have just checked in,
Hey man.
playing for the good
Hey, Cleve,
Scooby and them.
we got a big virtual coming up again. So we're gonna be calling you, bro. And trying to outdo himself. He trying to do Dr. Dre out this motherfucker.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just for those who just checked in, we had a pop up today. Sorry, we've been MIA for the last few weeks. We've been trying to get everything finalized for the Fort Lauderdale Fiesta that's coming up 1 week away, y'all. 1 week away. If you have not got your tickets, are you still planning on coming down there to party with us? Go to thecelebrityfiesta.com is the website you can go to. All the itinerary will be on there tonight, tomorrow, or the next day. It's gonna be up there this week. Promise you, so you know what's going on that weekend. We will be turning up all week, starting from Thursday all the way to Monday. So if you're trying to come on out, you want to get away from DC, Maryland, Virginia, you want to come enjoy some blue water and some White Sand. Come on out there and party with us, man. We're gonna be down Fort Lauderdale, baby.
No more room.
Yeah, no more rules. You got to find your own room. So, anything you want to add to that?
That's a good thing.
Yeah, no more rooms. They keep calling me. I might have one or two, but I'm saying no more because we'll have no more. I don't want to disappoint no one. Yes, the rooms are high because when the rooms go up, that means capacity is going up. So people are coming, y'all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, look at them Airbnbs. They still got some nice rates for those.
Yeah. And also today, our guest today is supposed to be in the building. He's on en route. There's no other than my man Jauhar Abraham, y'all. You know
Happy
what I mean?
birthday, Dave.
You know what I mean?
It's Dave's birthday too. Now we talking about all these.
Dave got a birthday too?
Yeah.
Man, another one.
God
Yo,
damn, Joe.
I told you, man, something about this.
Y'all made them tours. Is this tours?
I think is it Taurus or Gemini?
It's still tours till May 20th.
I thought it was
21st.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Dave, happy birthday to you. Yeah. Big Butch, what it do, Big Butch?
Man,
I ain't trying to, I ain't been ignoring you, man. I just been listen, I've been busy.
You been smelling, boy.
Hey, I've been on a tour trying to get all these things together, man. Finalize everything to get ready for Fort Lauderdale and all that good stuff. But hey, Butch, we need to get you back in here, man, so we can finish your interview. I know you said you got a lot of things that you've been wanting to talk about, man. We're gonna let you get those things off your chest as well. You know what I mean?
Is he doing another show, Butch?
Nah, Butch retired.
Are you retired? Oh.
Butch retired. Butch ain't doing no more shows.
You know what I mean? He was in full mode in his show. Cut the DJ. Hey, shut up.
Hey,
it's my show.
Before Jauhar get, because I know we're going to run into a lot of time, I want to say shout out to Top 5, man. Cooper them.
Thank you, man.
They came out Sunday, man, for a day party.
He promoting his show for the Energy Live.
It's my first time in about 5 years that I heard Top 5, y'all, and I was
hey, guess what? Top 5 in my top 20 this time. I'm letting everybody know right now. Top 5 has broke my top 20. Okay. And yeah, I'm biased.
And I appreciate it, y'all. I was down.
I'm not playing R&B at an R&B show.
So what? It's my list.
I'm not playing R&B at an R&B set no more.
I don't.
As a DJ, I'm not playing R&B if an R&B band is playing.
All right.
Good. I was downstairs, you know.
Is that what y'all say to go? I'm gonna say we'll do R&B.
I never go upstairs, Coop.
Right.
Never go upstairs. I heard them playing.
I was like, no, that ain't them.
Who is that playing? That's Top 5. They had a little band up there.
Yeah.
They said, no, that's Top 5. I said, nah. I went upstairs. So look, man, they had me dancing.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Man,
I was like,
well, it's a lot to that.
It was their go-go set.
Yeah, go-go set, and
you know, that's
we are R&B band, and we do play a go-go set, just to let you know. And we play the top. We pay homage to people like bands like UCB, Backyard, TCB, Reaction, and we blend it in with our style of play, and people just understand it, and they celebrate with it.
What's the short name for TCB?
Christian Lee.
The girl I got saying.
Christian, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. She different.
She still got it.
Yeah, she different. She
still got it. What do you think? She lost it?
Some lose it.
Yeah, so she definitely appreciate that. Hey, Amy, didn't know that you can send me the link, please. But didn't know that. Can you send me the link, please? Yeah, Amy. Yeah, send Bush the link, please.
So good job, Top 5.
Thank you, bro. Don't worry. They gonna see. They gonna say, "Damn, Coop, that ain't no go-go band. It's my list." Okay.
This is my list.
All right. So when you do your list,
you can't say nothing about my list.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I've been working hard. I've been a staple in this go-go community. I did everything. I walked miles to protest on policies, and and I'm handicapped. I did it in a wheelchair. I did it on crutches. I did it on when I had those braces on both legs. Man, listen, I put my time in, and Yes. What's up? What's up, Robert? Kennedy, my man. NNS. Yes, sir. So I feel like, hey, I mean, I met a lot of good people coming up, and some supporters, some don't, and that's cool. I mean, everybody ain't with the R&B, but just sit back and watch this summer, and
Watch the move. Watch
watch
the
the
move.
mood
Watch
this
the
summer.
move.
Watch the move.
You might be out of here.
Do something. No, I'm gonna always rep my city.
But you might be out of here
We
though.
moving some things, yeah, man. Like this city be clogged up sometimes, Dan. And you gotta let people breathe. Like if you like to play nowhere past Alabama Avenue, then that's on you. If you want to, if and see, I don't want to call clubs because I don't want the clubs to think I'm bashing them. But some of these bands, that's what that's you know what I'm saying. That's what that's their Grammy. It seemed like.
I'm on board, man.
I'm talking about major stuff. So we gonna
You on board what?
I'm on board with
The top five. The top.
I'm on board,
I'm gonna take all y'all with top five.
I got 2 dates with them already.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some more.
Man, thank you, Butch.
Okay, you on the bandwagon now. All right.
You have done, man. Look, man. Every time I walk in the building, he playing my song. My man playing my song, original song. So I don't. He can say all he wants. They gonna top five right there. If he spend the jump, I said that's my man.
Now I'm on payola now, man. You don't pay me now. I ain't paying.
Oh man. Yep, Big Butch. You visited me in the hospital, and I appreciate that, man. I was in the hospital for 4 months. Butch say, man, what's wrong with you, man? The word they thinking you sick, you this, you that. And I told him, I said, nah, I'll be back. Hey, Butch, I lost all that weight. Butch like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? He ain't said like that, but he was like, man, people worried, man. People worried. I remember that, Butch.
So let me, of course, why it's on my mind. Let's talk about this. Going live at shows.
Okay.
I
can't stop it though.
No, we gotta try to minimize it though. I'm not saying stop it. We gotta try to minimize it for something. I mean, now, granted, it's cool. I'm cool with recording because there's nothing wrong with capturing the moment. Capturing the moment is good. But y'all, I'm talking about live, y'all. Go right now is to at a state of a live show that you are literally like this the whole show, recording the show for them to catch it right now at home. I'm totally against that right about now for go right now. And I want to try to send a message out to everybody. To record all you want.
Amy said she recorded.
But don't give the satisfaction to us sitting at home on Facebook just looking at the whole show that you're watching at home that you paid your hard money to go see.
Now some people
Baby boy put up a cash app on his.
He put a cash app on his so he go live.
Baby boy trying some money.
People did it.
Yeah.
So my man goes live from a show and people pay him to say thank you for.
They did.
Who does the money go to? Him? Is he the promoter?
No.
Oh, that's stealing. He got to break down.
All right, so I just want to say something about that.
Yeah, what you think? Give me y'all feedback on this, man.
I agree with you, Dan. When I watch live, I don't even like it because some of these phones don't even really give you a clear. It's distorted. It's not as people dancing, they moving around, they yelling.
I understand that.
So it don't even. Now it's that professional junk that would disturb me for stealing. If you bring a whole motherfucker, I'm gonna put this camera. This camera is the best shot in the room. You know what I'm saying? But some of that stuff just be sloppy to me. Amy said she would never do that.
Look what Dwayne. Dwayne said the question is: Is a person already dressed, ready to head to the club, turn around and say, "No, I'm not coming," because they see it live? No, Dwayne, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about those that that would love that normally go out that now they say like, oh, I ain't even going out no more because I know somebody going on live and I can save my own money and I ain't going.
Well, I think to me it is Dwayne. He's saying pretty much. Does it take away from?
I think it take away from revenue.
I don't.
You don't
because,
think
so? I don't because it's nothing like a live show. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, nigga, I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? People don't. That live thing is
no,
it is what it is. I just don't like the I don't like the production.
The sad part about it is, y'all, we look at the GoGo report and we know 90% of that 90% of that GoGo report do not go out. They do not go out, man.
But half of them out of state too.
No, half of them out of state. I don't even care. They don't go out. And it's the fact that going live, like I said, giving them that live feel right then and there. I feel like it's taken away from the revenue of GoGo. A lot of people would love to go out. Like, why go see a band that you ain't never seen before and give them an opportunity where you can say, all right, let me go check them out on live. Let me check them out on Facebook first before I go see them. I think I just don't think that's good. I think
we all see different. BJ says not the same. Sid, I don't like when people go live all night, but you can't stop it at this point. When band members complain about fans with cameras, it's a bad look for the band. Butchie say I'm on the fence about it. I can't read that part, bro. I ain't reading that. I'm reading that.
Okay, go ahead.
So Butchie said I'm on the fence about it. If I'm at the show, I want to have a good time. I'm not going live, but if I'm trying to get people to come out my event, then I might go live to get more folks to come out. Dwayne Nutt says GoGo's about the live experience. I don't think it hurts. I don't think it hurt either, Dwayne. Sometimes I think it's bad when they on the phone and it's it's distorted and it's gloomy, and then people showing how many people there, ain't nobody there, or if it's crowded, that's cool. Yeah. I post after the fact for I don't want people to know my every move. GoGo, that's from Amy. BJ says it's like going to game. I'm watching it on TV. It's a bad look for our music when you are trying to grow the party and you get a live feed and they show an empty house. Yeah, now folks live. I'm not coming. Yeah. So I feel y'all. You know what I'm saying?
My opinion is like just like the RE show. I was asked not to go live.
Right.
Why you think they said it? Why you think they didn't want to go live?
Just because I was in probably the best spot ever in the whole place. You know, a couple other people was going live, like Fleck was going live, but he couldn't. The angle he was at, you couldn't really see the whole. You couldn't see the whole theater. You only can see a certain part, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess he didn't want to go live. He asked me. I was like, I had to respect it because look, you can there. He asked me not to go live. I ain't go live. I just took up pictures, right? Mm-hmm. So I respect that, but to me, it's like Nut said. It's like a pros and cons. Like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like a show like that, like the RE show, yes, go live all day long because it's already packed.
Go live or record? What do you go? What? It's a difference.
Well, it is a difference. But,
yes.
But my thing is, a lot of people go live for the experience, right? They're in the moment, they dance, and they're not there to be professional. They just there to have fun.
They there to show I'm in the place to be.
Mm-hmm. Y'all missing it.
Y'all missing it. I'm having a ball. Yeah.
And I look at lives. I'm not a fan of watching lives.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But as a promoter, I look at lives to see how the show is. We'll keep it 100. Like, was it good? Was it bad? Or whatever, right? But as a fan, I don't want to see. I think people do dishonest when they, like Cooper said earlier, they show a party, ain't no one in there, right? So if you know no one's in there, don't show the crowd, because that does hurt. It hurts the band.
I'm gonna tell you, I see do that. When I see promoters in a promoter party,
yes,
they doing that the promoter don't have nothing to do with the show.
Yeah,
opposite, a different type of promoter, and they promoting the first band and ain't nobody in there. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, you say what? They did what?
if I'm at your party,
right,
I ain't got nothing to do with your party. We both promoters,
right.
And I'm just being, I'm being funny. I'm showing ain't nobody in there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Some promoters do that. They go live.
So they look, this on weeks.
Your man do. I see him all the time.
Who do that?
He be in the shows, man, and there'll be nobody in that show.
Who do that?
And he just be live.
Who do that?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. We got it. Nah, man. We got it.
No, I'm just saying, like,
that ain't right, yo.
It ain't.
They do it.
Oh, please let me know who that is. Please let me know.
Well, I'm not going live to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What are you trying to?
Hey, BJ, tell them. A lot of people do it, bro.
Yeah.
So they trying to show that this band don't have nobody, this promoter don't have nobody.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
What I would do,
I'm like, why you showing the floor and why you showing? You know what I'm saying?
what I would do.
Yo, who do this?
Man, who?
Man, just look around. Shit, you can look at just go on people live.
I don't be on.
Okay.
I don't be on enough people live
Man,
to follow that to understand what's going on.
I would just focus on the band, let people say, hey.
Because you might like that song. Or come on down. Look, yeah, come on down here.
Check them out. They
come down, my man Dan.
The fans on the empty room. And then I won't go live.
I do a close up. I do a close up of the band. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just had someone do it for opening band on a big show. Tried to be funny, but when our headliner was on, they didn't go live, and the place was packed.
Who was it, Dwayne? Please tell me who it was.
I see this shit all the time.
Wayne Nut, tell me who it is. I'm telling you, I'm going in.
But some people do it.
I'm going in, man. I need to talk to this person,
Dwayne,
man.
Did they or did they not? Just give me a yay or nay. Did they or did they not do it at Game Jump? At Game Jump at the outdoor thing. I'm just telling you.
Now, if
I'm watching the joint. I'm like, damn. Okay, so
now if a patron
why
do
you?
It,
you know what I'm saying?
They don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? If a patron do it,
yes, sir. See, yes, sir.
Who is it?
It don't matter. Be a rock of people. Just be.
I just want to know, man. I want to just address.
Because if somebody is being excited about,
I'm not a subliminal person no more.
Right,
I'm tired of being subliminal.
Okay, but just pay
I want to talk to these people directly.
Pay attention. We're not gonna pat Bev today, okay? We're not gonna pat Beverly today.
All right.
So what I see, when I see that, it gives a false, damn, ain't nobody there. They're worried about ain't nobody there. You know what I'm saying? Should I go? Shouldn't go? You know what I'm saying? But if you got people there and they jumping around, that sparks the plug. Shit, I'm right here. I'm trying to get in there.
Yep.
So people
it
do
will
it.
deter people from coming.
Yeah, it's not everybody, because some people got tickets. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's just the talk. You know what I'm saying? And when I finally saw,
so you think that
later on, Dwayne, when I found, it's misleading. When later on, when I finally saw a good shot of that party, it looked good. It was a great thing.
Yeah, the patrons, the customers, they don't know what they do.
They don't know what they do.
They don't know no better, so you gotta get them a pass.
Yeah.
Right?
So you think that if somebody go live and the crowd is not crowded, it's going to deter somebody from going?
I'm not saying that. It's sometimes, but it's too early to be. From promoter to promoter, Dan. Everybody don't be. Some people be wishing that on you. So I'm doing this big show from 5 to 9. You taping at 5 o'clock. Ain't nobody in there. You taping at 6 o'clock. Ain't nobody in there. You taping at 7. Ain't nobody in. We're back, y'all. If it's over at 10, 9 o'clock, fucking 1,000 people be outside trying to get in. They just that's what the history of back is. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come. Just be patient. They coming. They didn't show unity within the entertainment realm. Yeah, I mean that's what it be. Oh, that's another whole nother story. I be posting my subliminals all the time, Amy, and I feel like it ain't no unity because it keeps happening. It keeps happening to within the investment community.
And they be the ones to get in free.
So I don't want to say. I don't want to say it's just promoters that don't get along, but it's promoters that don't get along, man, and just be
Why do we-
wishing they be wishing bad on your show. And that's and we tried to pull that together. We tried it just be like if somebody try to do a show against your show. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to win. Who they got time with that energy to hurt others' business? I'm telling you, it just be it be a it's a I just made that I just posted that on my I took it. The reason why I took it down
What's
because
that?
some people that's us promoters crabbing the Birmingham town. That's that. Hey, but Dwayne, you said what I was trying to say. So it's a hey man, it's tough.
Illuminati.
Well, I don't feel like
It ain't no Illuminati. It
So-
ain't big enough. It ain't.
So I've been looking at this.
People say that.
I've been looking at this industry, y'all, for a long time, and I think what I look at, not compare it to the other industries, right? To try to see, like, you know, is there unity in hip hop, or is there unity in Latino music and country music, and it just seemed that we feel that because we so small,
Yeah, Wiley.
that the unit we should be all coming together. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, like just because
Man, we getting y'all promoters in here in a couple of weeks.
we're gonna get
Y'all
there.
gonna talk about this stuff. Complete crank at tonight at Hangers. Y'all doing good, brother. Y'all definitely
Look
doing
at Gino, shameless plug. You know what I mean?
good. Yeah, no, Gino.
Look at Wiley K.
Gino-
What it do, homie? What it do?
Gino need to be in here.
So look, my thing is this though. Listen, I don't think it's a thing of not about being unity. It's about my idea, your idea, Wayne Nut idea, Wiley K idea. It's like if I got an idea and you got an idea, and it's just gonna happen. It's not about unity.
City too small.
It's
City. Hold
it's
on.
it's
Hold
30.
on.
It's 50 bands out here.
Okay, I'm just telling you, bruh. I've been in the mix of it. I was on the band side. I've been on the promoter side.
Right.
Of the business and all.
We
every
all
side.
have, yo.
But it ain't. I done been. Let me tell you something. I done been a part of promoters trying to get together. I've been in meetings.
Yes.
I've been in different realms, and I'm gonna tell you, a person will not do a show with certain people if they sitting at that table. Bro. It's bad. It's bad.
So what happens? You go ahead and do your own thing.
Artists in Atlanta support that. Somebody was just on artist was just on social media talking about that. Atlanta do support. Wiley K say integrity. Yeah. Collaborate, Peaches. We've been saying a lot. But
So, yeah.
I mean, just collaborate on. Just give me a little, because we've been saying a lot.
Like different, you know, it's just a different mindset, man. Everybody has their own thing, and it's like, you know, even with Gogo, I even talk about, you know, even to flip it a little bit, like even with this radio station that we got going on, right? We Are Go-Go Music. I ask a lot of people. I say, have you had an opportunity to check out We Are Go-Go Music, right? Like we have the outlet for our own music. I'm looking for the feedback to try to get it to where we need to get it. But it's a lot of work that's going to be needed to be done with this. So to continue with it. So it's like I don't look at people saying that don't support it or haven't had the opportunity to look at it that we not together. There's no unity or anything of that. I just think of it as just
let me say this.
It's just my idea that I'm running with that they just haven't caught on to it yet.
I've always said this. I look at the something in the water, Broccoli Fest, Essence Festival.
Right.
We can't even have our own festivals. We press the play on them junks when they come and grab all of this money in our own city. We can't even do that because it's a crab in the barrel effect. Now, when Wiley K was doing Miami Takeover, I was convinced. I was a hot band. I was convinced, man, let's just go down there and do our own jump. Let's just do our own jump. The man already was organized down there. He already had a relationship with the city for whatever reason, and I always admired that from afar. But big bad me, I wanted to go down there, you know, shit, let me see if I can make some money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just how it was. A lot of people gonna be down there. It started off as I'm thinking Lonzo Morning weekend, gonna miss people from all cities. But then you got our man in there, and he doing something, calling it the takeover. So I just always didn't understand why we all couldn't just do a big weekend down there like the Essence Festival.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the guy that's in here right now, he pumped my head up. He said, "Coop, you strong enough. Go down there and do your own weekend. Y'all strong enough." I believe him.
Right.
But it's tough. It's tough when you not as organized. You know what I'm saying? You go, I'm talking about Miami. Take over.
Okay.
So he said, "Coop, why don't y'all do it in September? Why don't y'all do it in?" I was scared. I didn't know anything about no other city. He was trying to, ladies and gentlemen, Jauhar, Donald Trump, Abraham just walked through the door. And I swear he ain't been saying nothing. He ain't been saying nothing since the 2020 election. And we're gonna talk about that.
It's 2022, isn't it?
It's 2022. I ain't seen my man. You look good, man.
Man, you look good, man. You looking good.
I'm trying to figure out why this man got a mask on.
We're gonna talk about that
2 years ago.
You know why? Because I got underlined. I'm sick, okay? I don't want to cough around you. But yeah, man. Jauhar, man, ladies and gentlemen, Jauhar just walked in the door, and he's our special guest today. But no, we were just talking about
just unity. We talking about unity and go-go. Like, people say, where's the unity? Why this person? Why they don't get together and do this? And why these people don't get together? I just say it's just different minds, got different ideas that's going to execute. Some people going to execute one way. And it just happens in everyday life.
Listen, man, if you 40 and don't know who you can get along with and don't know who you can work with at 40, then, I feel sorry for you. If you're 40. Yeah. Now, when we were having this discussion when we was 20, 25, we trying to figure it out, man. Right. But if you 40 and 50 and you still talking about the same thing, man, you the DJ to save Go-Go, man. So then Go-Go is saved.
You saving karaoke now.
Karaoke now.
We got a long way to go, man. Long way to go.
Right, man. So if you the guy, you the guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's like saying like RE should have let all the promoters in on their 45th anniversary party.
No, I'm cool.
It's like, all right, all the promoters that dealt with RE over the past years gotta let them. Let's have unity, and everybody had their hands in this 45-year reunion at the MGM this weekend. Come on, man, it don't work that way.
But that's only
look. They said no. They said they need you, right? See, what'd you say, John?
So the problem in Go-Go that you guys still have is that people don't stay in their lane.
Right.
And so you have a lot of people who just have parties and nobody's really winning because the bands don't necessarily really deal with promoters. They deal with anybody who have money to throw a party. And so it's not really regulated, and then the people in the business don't respect each other. Like back in the day when I used to, trying to throw big shows and stuff, I would always watch what Positive Black Men was doing so I could stay out of their way. It's a courtesy. And I watch what Kurt Bone was doing so I could stay out of his way. Me and Fat Cat, we would talk like, even this weekend, not that I'm in the way, not that I'm in the business of that kind of stuff, but, I was talking to Black, Tricky Entertainment, Donnell do something with me on Sundays. And, but this week or this year, Donnell is performing at their Cigar and Wine Fest. And so, we just talked about how do we not impact each other, and not that we really do, but just as a courtesy,
right.
We want to see each other win.
Yeah.
And I think you have a lot of people who waited till they was 40 to get a chance to be famous.
And while they was coming up, they was saying,
so I ain't never
when I get up there, this is what I'm gonna do.
I ain't know
That's the same thing Donald Trump did.
Listen, man.
He couldn't wait to get up
I didn't know. Listen, man, I ain't know most of these guys 20 years ago.
Ain't that something?
hold up,
Ain't that
hold up,
something?
Most
Ain't
of
that
most of
something?
these guys.
Ain't that something? Where these guys come from? Where
Most of
they
these
come
guys
from?
Guess what I told
parade
you?
around,
Hold on.
act like they the promoters
Hey, Jauhar.
and save go-go.
Jauhar.
Man, Ringling, bro, what's the name of it?
The Ringling
Brothers,
Brothers,
Big
And
Bell.
since they went out of business, all the clowns got loose.
Hey, Jauhar. No, but guess what
I'm out of
tell
the
Ant?
business, so
Guess what I tell Ant all the
I
time?
can
dog?
speak.
Oh man.
I say, Ant, it's not the same people, and yeah, Coop been around, but it's new people that's in positions
They don't respect nothing.
that it's their way or the highway.
Well, first of all, Coop, if you probably could change your whole situation if you read one of Trump's books on business, because to mention the guy, a guy like Ant and the talent that he has, he probably, in my estimation, is probably one of the top 10 creative musicians and producers that I've seen, and I've been around here for 45 years, actively involved in this business in some kind of way. So for you to even be talking to the same people that you have a discussion with Backyard about with Ant is just a disservice to his level of. So I'm gonna get you Trump's book
so
on
what
business.
I'm saying, hold on.
So you can understand the product you have.
So what I'm saying is,
Tell them what I said.
knowing, hold on, John.
Knowing
who to call.
I'm gonna get on them.
The phone.
Shots fired. Pow pow.
No. But it's just like
Hey,
knowing,
Dan, top 10. This guy's top 10.
It's just like, but
I'm telling you, this guy's top 10. The stuff I've seen,
he gonna
show
you some more this summer. I'm just saying.
You know why I don't want to see it?
Right.
Because I don't want to see it at Babylon.
No,
I don't want to see
either.
it. I don't want to see
I don't
it
either.
where I see it. That lets me know that it's being mishandled.
So
and a lot of stuff in our music around here is mishandled.
Yeah.
So that's why we still have the same conversation. Let me give a shout out to Ray Essence in 45 years.
Congratulations,
I think that was, listen, anybody who could sustain anything dealing with these kind of people, our people. And it really is a beautiful culture. Like Coop, man, to sit on this side of everything that we saw and witnessed in the 80s and 90s, and to have had a part in putting a building, like putting a brick in building this big thing, and to really be able to sit back 40-something years later, now it's pretty dysfunctional. But, America is really dysfunctional, and it's 200-something years old. So this is 45 years old. I mean, like if we start with Resonance or Chuck Pops, rest in peace and that, we only 50 years old. And it takes time, but somebody has to be a steward and pay attention. And like a lot of things in America, the false prophets get in front of this stuff and run it into the ground. I mean, the false prophets. Whoever come along with some money, that's who everybody start pretending like know what to do. And it's just not the case.
Man.
And Rayo.
Shout out to Jauhar, Go-Go president.
No, Rayo, I just want to say for the record that we started the whole Miami situation. This now Miami takeover didn't start. Somebody came and tried to steal that, Wiley tried to pretend like he was the first one in Miami. I mean, the year we was there with Mr. Cheeks, we did one of the greatest hip-hop and go-go collabs ever called Lap Dance. Shout out to Donnell Floyd. Yesterday was his birthday. Him and Mr. Cheeks collab when Mr. Cheeks was Mr. Cheeks. And they did one of the best songs that, was ever done. And guess what, Coop? I mishandled that. I didn't do what should have been done with that. If you go back, have you ever seen that? You seen the video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mishandled that.
I remember it.
It's still a good song right now. And you just can't make those kind of mistakes. Like when you got the ball in the fourth quarter, you can't walk. You gotta shoot the ball. Like you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah. So you mentioned only 45 years, only 50 years. It's been for me 5 years with top 5. So I get what you're saying. Been 5 years.
No, but you.
So
one thing about you, Coop, I'm not gonna let you off the hook. One thing about you.
5 years, ladies and gentlemen.
One thing about you
but I'm
is you're not gonna let me get mine off for me because
I just let you talk with 10 minutes straight.
Well, you've been talking.
You shot. You fired a shot. We can already talk.
So Dan, who fired the first shot?
You. Me talking about Donald Trump?
That was the first shot.
Man, you had a birthday cake. You had a Donald Trump. He invited me to his birthday. He invited me to his. I'm talking about, man, go ahead and get some cake. Man, this thing had Donald Trump on it.
You gotta know.
And all I'm gonna say,
was going great.
Hey, Rayo, all I'm gonna say is gas was $2. Young black guys had more money in America than they've ever had before. Now you got Sleepy Joe, and this what you got: $6.
Mm-hmm.
Babies can't get no formula.
Mm-hmm.
They get ready to pass stop abortion. They haven't. Now that the Democrats been running the Congress and the Senate and the president, they haven't stopped gun violence because they said the Republicans is the reason we can't get gun control. Black people still right to vote is being suppressed. The Democrats are running the country, and they're running the country into the ground.
Yeah,
so we can talk about that.
Every other 8 years, some people they blame the Republicans and they blame.
No, not every other 8 years. Not every other 8 years.
No, not technically, Jauhar, but what I'm saying
because in the last
it's a Republican, it's a Democrat.
No, the last 16
right
have been Democrats. We only had a 4-year run.
Okay,
we only had a 4-year run.
Okay, since the 80s.
What's the stat? Can I talk? Can I talk to the producer of the show, Dan?
Yes, sir.
Since I'm the guest today, can we talk about go-go first, and then can we talk about politics?
Thank you, Hannah.
Can we talk about go-go and then talk about politics?
If politics is on the table today, we can talk politics, y'all.
I want to talk about go-go first.
Okay, let's talk about
go-go first. So Coop, I don't let him get away with trying to hide behind this 5-year thing. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Coop wasn't just a guy who managed a band. Coop has an ear, and he's been involved. He's done enough with. Some might even say he's been a producer. He's helped produce. Helped produce. Even though he's not the manager of the Backyard Band today, he's responsible for helping produce that sound, which is really the sound of the city today. Right. Now, I'm not gonna let him get away with this old 5-year stuff. When I met Ant, Coop told me, this guy right here, this is something special. This is something different. Right. So he called me for 2 months. And I'm busy. I'm doing whatever I'm doing, but it's cool. So if he says something about music, I'm going to come and listen to it because I know he understands that. Right. I just asked him to go get the business book so he can know what to do with what he got. Okay, now we can go to the next thing.
And
Trump,
that ain't a problem. That ain't a problem.
He'll help you with that.
Flex told me that too. That ain't a problem. That ain't a problem. You know this thing costs money. Okay.
No.
So my thing is this.
It's too much money in the world.
So look, my thing is this, y'all. So listen. All right. So we have somebody that we praise right now and Ant Farm Music right now. The guy who has the ability to for us, if we got behind him with your expertise and what you've been through before, like you said, you dropped the ball with the whole.
I'm retired though.
I'm just saying, you can be tired. You know what I mean? Even I met people like Bo Sampson, and like I just look at all you guys who have who has done more outside of this go-go thing that we could you can feed into this man to put that power behind him to make him push himself to help push the whole industry right here and go in this whole go-go industry.
But you can't push the whole industry. What you got to do?
We can start with one though.
Yeah, but what you got to do is if you got one, then you just got to focus on the one.
So what? I mean,
I think, like I said, to me,
can we get you out of retirement?
No.
We can't get you out of retirement?
No. Huh? No. These guys got too many bad habits. Like, I'm serious about business. So I got to make, if I'm doing it at my age, like I only got a few more years around here, so stuff I do has to be intentional.
Okay.
Like I went to see Kim and Babyface the other day,
Okay.
right at the
At the
MGM,
MGM. Mm-hmm.
and when I was sitting there, I was looking at Marcus, Young, Scooby, like these guys, talent. These guys are that.
Mm.
What's the difference?
Okay.
These guys are that. Like, these guys are that. They're not just some average, like some guy just picked up the instrument and just in the band.
Right.
Like,
I think I spoke on this earlier today before you got here.
talk up something. You're getting a little low
No,
over
because
there.
the people hear me. My people hear me.
My bad.
Opportunity, John. Thank you. That's one. But a lot of these cats don't want to go past Alabama Avenue, bro. Like,
I'm not sure.
hold on.
that
I'm
they
just
don't
saying.
want to go past.
I don't. It's just. It's when you ask them what their, some of these cats, and I don't like to name clubs, but their thing is certain clubs. We made it to this club. I'm satisfied.
But we ain't talking about them. We ain't talking about them.
When you talking about it's opportunities, I'm just talking about what their will is.
Yeah, but we're not talking about them. Was you at the show Saturday?
No.
Did you see the show?
Yeah, I saw some of it.
Did you see when Kim hit the stage?
I know what Kim is.
Yeah, that's a star. Like, that's a star.
Okay.
Like, that's a star. It's like, that's a star. So it's not, that's all I can say is that's a star.
So what you think it is?
I don't know what it is. I don't have I just tell you what I do, kind of guy I am. When I was growing up, watching Good Times, and back then, Michael was a little kid, and he tried to tell his mother that the description of Jesus in the Bible, in the book of Revelations, was a description of a black guy. And his mother told him that he got to worship the picture of the white guy on the wall. I'm saying, for me, the reason I don't get along with most of these people is because when I go read what it say in the book, and then I look at the picture, and it's a discrepancy, then I'm checking out. Like, it don't make sense to me. And sometimes we don't have people that can redirect us, and we pay attention to that redirection. And it just be something that small that determines whether you become a star, whether you're on the world stage or whether you playing at Nipsey's.
Well, I think the main thing what I seen that with Go-Go is really still like a hobby for maybe 60-70% of the industry.
A slush fund.
It's a hobby.
It's
not. It hasn't turned into a full-fledged business mindset of I could take this to another level and take it. No, why are you fighting?
I think starting out back in the 80s, it was a hobby. It was fun. But now these jokers they want money.
No, you gotta understand when I say business, I'm talking about from a business. Like you can't play in 4 bands and not have a W-9 for every band. That's what I'm talking about. It's fun. You see what I'm saying?
So
it's a hobby. It's a hobby. I'm a gifted, talented person. I'm gonna use my gift to go ahead and make put a few dollars in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got all these band members playing with different bands. If it was a serious business venture for everybody, you wouldn't see them flip-flopping and jumping on stages like they do.
No, when it become a serious venture for them, they don't.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't when it become a serious venture.
But that's when it comes. That's the success that you got to have as an individual band, and we're not seeing too much of that right about now.
So I think we didn't change with the music industry, and that's the problem. Like we didn't change with the music industry. Like in most of these bands, the bands will have a chance to succeed if the bands have a star.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And if you don't, and you can't make that, like you either have to have that,
It's,
like from me being a little guy in this city growing up, man, the first person I saw that had that, the first person I put my eyes on that had that was Lil Benny.
Mm.
Like when Benny hit the stage, he did something different to the stage. I mean, the way his dancing, his movement. I mean, his big voice coming out of this little guy.
Mm.
Like, when G come in the room, everybody pay attention to, like you have it or you don't.
But
Now
that,
you one time we was working together. Coop was a part of this group we put together, and we studied how much money Go-Go was generating because we was in a big fight with the county back then. And, we should talk about some of these politics today too, because us as adults, we really don't take ourselves serious, the position and, the kind of authority that we really had, right? But at one point, Go-Go was generating $50 million a year. You remember when we was working on that Coop? And we took the top 20 bands back then. This was in the early 2000s, and we added up how much each band charged on a regular, how many times they played a week, how many sound systems was being used, flyers, security, with the bar average. If you got 300 people in a building, how much the bar average? Go-Go was generating $50 million a year.
mm-hmm.
You can't believe that.
That's a hell of a number.
So not to come together, we was in our 20s then. And so for us not to come together, and we tried. There were several failed attempts to create a union, to create a situation. But, people just don't respect what they see in front of them.
Right.
Like around here, if you the person, I'm going to go and one up you. I'm going to go and compete against you instead of working with you. And in other cities, we saw the competition turned into friendship and business, like with Jay-Z and Puffy, right? And then they respected Russell. And then you saw in Atlanta, the competition became camaraderie. Not we don't become enemies, like we work together. And so we made the money, we just don't work together. And if you don't work together, you're not going to be able to produce it.
Crab ball, Amy. Why was the union idea failed, Jauhar?
She said, why was the union idea failed?
Well, I would say, if somebody, I would say leadership. Everybody thought they could do it, right? Like, no matter what anybody says, the truth is the truth. I just been around long enough to know some of it, right? When Ray Essence came back from New York, when they had that deal, and they came back from New York as out of the big bands, Ray Essence, Trouble, EU, Mass Extinction. Back then, Ray Essence is the one that held the city down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every decade, Ray Essence was relevant at a high level, right?
Right.
And Trouble wasn't, because Trouble went overseas. Mass wasn't. I mean, Trouble went around the world. EU did something nationally, and that was when I first, really got a chance to work with Sugar Bear. Like after they did the butt, we did a lot of the marketing at the black college level, like because when they did that tour, like with Kwame and Salt and Pepper, and like this was like big stuff back then. This was in the 80s, right? EU was experiencing some success, even though they wasn't accepted at home. Once they went on the road and they got that success, when they came back, the city kind of welcomed them back. But then really, Sugar Bear didn't really emerge again really until he did the thing with Maisha and the hip hop.
Right.
And so the city never really rolled EU like that.
Right.
So you gotta have a formation, like in whoever's
It's a it's
that
a it's a it's a that's what I
it's a
call
pecking order.
it's
You
a
gotta
it's a tower, man. It's like who on top, man. It's like, it's once you reach the top, it's ain't nobody else gonna reach that top until you fall off.
or you don't have to.
Oh,
You don't necessarily have to, but you don't have to necessarily fall off. Like Russell Simmons never fell off. The people that came behind him appreciated and loved him for what he did to help them. I mean, Puffy and Jay-Z didn't publicly have problems
that's
with.
a whole nother city.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying
Their mentality is different
So-
than ours.
So another thing that's piggyback off what Amy asked, like you said, I always seen what the go like the coalitions that try to get together. Like you said, too many chiefs. It's like how can the chief of a RE project or the chief of a Trouble Funk project or the chief of a EU project or the chief of a junkyard project run the whole and run everything? And how we gonna sit back when his best interest, everybody's best interest is their camp?
so.
The best interest wasn't for the whole the whole movement of the industry.
So I happen to have the opportunity to work with Donnell, who I really consider the Michael Jordan in terms of entertainer and go-go, right? Like longevity, 4 or 5 different band situations, the hits, the songs that he wrote. Like I debate anybody on this hands down. Now, what he's always said to me in the studio or when we travel or whatever, he hopes that any of the bands gets a song that break. When Mambo Sauce had that song,
Welcome to DC.
and they was like, they didn't never really play nowhere. They wasn't a top go-go band, but Donnell was just happy that the song got out because in his mind, when people hear a great song, they gonna want to know where that came from, and then they gonna want to come back to where it came from. Like right now, if Chicago got the hot producers, if Chicago is producing a sound that everybody want, once people knew R. Kelly, Kanye, like for about 10 or 12 years, Chicago was just killing it from the production side just because of the sound.
Mm-hmm.
So DC have a very unique sound. I remember I was on tour with it was a Liquid Mix tour back in the late 90s, maybe it was early 2000s with Jay-Z. And I remember Pharrell was on. Pharrell did a couple spot dates. And I really didn't know who Pharrell was. But I came into the green room. Yeah, he from VA. I walked up to him. He's a little guy with big head with a hat on. And I was looking for somebody, and I thought he was that guy. And so I asked him that, and he was really offended. So he was walking around, can you believe this guy asked me? And so later on, me and him got to talking, and we was talking about catalogs and music, like what inspires his production. And man, him and Timberland just flat out said, man, the sound out of DC, the go-go, man, that's what we love. The foundation, like, that's what we love. Straight up. And ain't never, Coop, Scarface will tell you that. Man, I don't know if y'all remember Something Serious, the Big Mike from New Orleans, the first rapper that really came out of New Orleans. Y'all, you too young to remember Big Mike?
You said Big Mike?
Yeah, you don't remember that name.
Man.
But on one of his songs on his CD called Something Serious, he was talking about, man, in the summertime, what they was doing in New Orleans, playing, smoking, doing the stuff they do. And then he was like, and then we pumped that Trouble Funk.
Right.
You remember that? You know that song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so the producers, the production, like the people who study the music, they love go-go. LL Cool J's biggest song that he ever sold was Rock the Bell.
So
What was that?
Let me ask you this, because
What was that, Rail?
Let me ask you this, because
his show, he's too good as homage to go-go.
Because I always wondered why. And we had labels, y'all.
We did.
We had record labels.
Was they real labels?
That's what I'm saying. So that was the stunt and the growth for me, because it wasn't a real label. You know what I'm saying? And I think, and I always dreamed that if I had a label, I would structure it. You gotta go there. Yeah. If I had a real label situation, I would definitely be able to gain the control of, you know, of more of the business and structure it the right type of way. Because these bands, really, everybody wanted to be signed back then.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that much independent. Everybody wanted someone to come save them. In my eyes,
right.
Everybody wanted to be signed. Now it's more so just an independent thing. Come sit down. But now it's more of an independent thing where the money is involved, and you know, people reinvesting into themselves, and that's just not happening.
Right.
That's just not happening to me right now. And in order for a label to look at new artists right now, they asking you how many views you got, how many followers you got. They ain't even going on talent no more. It's just not. They like, well, Shorty sound good. Man, I've been in a lot of meetings. Shorty sound good. How many that? What about TikTok? Boom. It's just a whole wild new era. And independently, when you're dealing with, you know, your distributors, hey, cool, you come up with 20,000. we could move you to that place. Or you and you look at these who's just saying that? Boosie. Who said, man, you want a single and you want to push? It's like 250.
Yeah, but it's really better for us. So the control with the technology, the way the business is now, is really better for us, because you really can control. You got more control over your product. So the label in the past would give you like X amount of money, and then you
got to pay it back.
You saw the fight between Tony Braxton and Babyface and L.A. Reid.
Right.
I remember back in the 90s when I was working with Troy Williams, and Puffy wanted him to come to New York to him and Chucky Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, they was coming for that DC sound, and I remember something like I got a contract. I was looking it over, and it was like they wanted to pay him a certain amount of money, just come and stay in New York, live in an apartment, be in the studio all day and all night, just producing music. So we made a decision not to do that. And we drove to New York 2 or 3 times a week to do all our meetings. Like, we just decided that the amount of money for the amount, and back then it was probably good money. It was maybe close to 100,000, something like that, with the transportation per diem, you know, whatever it was. But the amount of music you couldn't, the amount of music you was producing, you couldn't quantify what the value of it would be. Like when Chucky, if you look at whatever Chucky got paid versus those albums he did, Mary J, Biggie, Whitney Houston, like if you look at the amount of money, like that was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Now you got to pay something to get on. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get your name back, and it costs. So, like we made a decision back then not to do it. I mean, did it cost us some money? Probably, but it also probably kept somebody like me out of jail, because if I did something like that and you made this amount of money off of me, like I'm probably going to be at your door.
Yeah,
like I'm probably going to be hanging around you all the time.
But
like
again,
you owe me something.
Again, I love the independency. I love it. Someone believing in you when you have no money. And it's almost like, or an investor. It's almost like and you even know my life story. I can't I'm not born no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting into that. So the thing is, now you learn all these, you learn about all these marketing engines. When I say that, these distributing companies, they want money. I talk to the radio people. Well, let me put you with such and such. This is what he charged to move your record. You know what I'm saying? It ain't payola. They don't, but it's payola to me. You know what I'm saying? For real. So it's so you get back into your grind as an independent artist, and you start raising your money and you start doing things. That's what we was doing with the virtual concerts.
Right.
Let's do some virtual concerts. Let's get up some money. Them Jones was 11,000 every time. Every time.
Then why ever come back and play in the club?
So-
Just do all virtual concerts.
But Jauhar, I mean, me making a decision to play in a club, sometimes, you know, these
You
bands,
still build fan base. You still build a fan base, right?
Hold on.
You can do different things.
So that's hard when you got musicians that want to travel the world. So we decided, okay, we're gonna be Kevin Ross's band, or we're gonna you know what I'm saying, while we're grabbing this money, saving this money to do, you know what I'm saying, to work your record. So it's a decision, like you said. Y'all made a decision. You know, I don't make the full decision. I agree with the over. Okay, everybody, this is how we feeling. So sometimes I gotta do that.
But that's why we here.
Yeah. Well,
Somebody,
I ain't gonna be here too long.
That's why you don't like my man Trump, because somebody gotta make the decision.
So when Donnell coming back to go-go here?
I hope never.
I mean,
but
it's not a hope thing. I know it's a hope thing. I know, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
when he coming back? Can you give us an estimated year?
Estimated year? You know how old Donnell just turned the other day?
Ain't today his birthday?
Yesterday.
Or yesterday?
Yeah.
How old he turn?
I don't know.
You need investments, Amy. You need money.
So look, y'all. Listen. I don't know about y'all, but listen. One of my favorite movies is The Five Heartbeats, right? And the way The Five Heartbeats got on, young, my man seen the group performing, and he saw something in this group and said, "I'm gonna use my resources to take this band to the top." Is that what? I thought that was the music industry. Is that a false sense of?
I mean, Coop did that.
Is it false?
Coop did that.
It ain't false.
What?
Then you use your resources, and he took a band. He helped.
But
took a band to the top.
You talking about backyard or Ant?
No,
backyard. But we're
top 5 shouldn't even be in a discussion in DC music.
Right.
That's just a total.
Right.
That's just so I'm gonna go by Trump's book because I want you to read
No. And you know what I'm saying? It's not a secret. It's not a secret to all of us. You know what I'm saying? So we do have outside resources that we are in discussions with, but they want to see something. So we gotta, you know what I'm saying? So
the talent was seen. We seen it. He saw the talent. He saw and he said went to that group and said, "Y'all got what it takes."
To one of my resources, Chucky Thompson.
Y'all got what it takes to go
and I said,
to the top.
And I said, Chucky, let me bring this band down your house.
Did you just take your mask down?
Yeah, to do my.
Okay.
I ain't sitting over there close to you.
I mean,
I ain't trying to give you nothing.
I hope nothing got in
when
you took the mask.
I hope nothing got in either, because we're gonna stay out this. We're gonna stay out this.
We continue like
Wonder Power. Yeah. So
we still got basketball and politics. So
yeah.
Come on.
Oh Lord.
Hold on.
He said,
first of all,
no. Go ahead. Finish your thought, man.
First of all, so I use my resources.
Okay.
Can you put your mask back up, man?
Yeah. I use my resources. Yeah, because I don't know who been on this mic for real. We ain't been in here in a couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, y'all fools,
yeah. So you're right. I use my resources. Outside of here,
okay,
it's different. So when you get a group like I have now, you got to go outside of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting from the bottom. Now I'm starting from the bottom. And the way you being treated, because now you're in competition with the rest of the world. So now you know, they want to justify, okay, this dude is good, but who is he in your city? That's just something that we have to continue to prove. Do this, do that, do this, do that, do that, do that. Not saying, you know, the answer is definitely not you know, I hate because if I was playing at Nipsey's every week, I wouldn't even say Nipsey. I just say I don't like to. I wouldn't say I don't like to say the clubs because I don't want to degrade the club. The club thinking I'm degrading them.
No.
So you know what I'm saying?
No.
So for me to say,
listen, I'm in
you
that
said
business.
Babylon.
Listen, I'm in that. No, I'm in that business. I'm not degrading Babylon, but I'm saying that the talent level.
I understand.
The talent level. I love what I have on Friday night with the Junkyard Band.
Right.
It's a great fit.
Right.
50-year-old guys. I'm a 50-year-old guy. The people that come there, 50-year-old guys. And I'll, we on the other side of this. They're a great band, great what I grew up on. They probably the most consistent cranking this band. If you love go-go, the way they practice is where they're gonna bring it every single time. Okay. I have never seen them have an off night. Like I seen them maybe in bigger places, and it might not be mixed.
He great into politics now.
No, I'm just saying. So, but a 50-year-old guy, it just depends on. So first of all, in business, you gotta know who your market is, who your target audience is, and what I'm saying is, I don't want you to lose the point. Junkyard belong with me because they 50 and I'm 50, and we probably done seen most of what we're gonna see in the world right now. Top 5 don't belong with Babylon. That's what I mean to me.
No, to me too.
No, not to you, because you put them there.
No, to me
too. You can't say that. No.
They was
I'm not
there.
gonna let you do that.
They was there before I got there.
You sound like the man.
They was there before I got there.
Matter.
Where do they belong?
And poor,
where do they belong in your eyes?
I mean, I just told you.
No, like
I just told you.
Like
DC to me.
Where do you see him? What platform do you see him on?
I mean, Ant is probably. I mean, I don't know that I've seen anybody in this city produce content like Ant. I mean, it's worldwide stuff.
So you say
so to put him
MGM,
and then he's gonna end up 40, and then he's gonna end up 40, still chasing the ghost of where go-go bands play. So that's retarded to me. I wouldn't do it.
You know how you just you
maybe I miss it because I'm not in the meat.
No, you missed you missed that, but you looking at a cover, don't be you looking at a cover and describing what you don't know what's under the cover for real.
No, but if you show me, I'm looking at what you show me.
I'm
looking at what you showed me.
I'm just some people.
Jauhar, you got a question up here, Jauhar. The question is, Jauhar, how can we get other places to open their doors up to our music? To our open up their doors for our music to play in.
Places like what you had, they asking like a club, or they asking different cities.
I guess similar to how MGM opening doors up to go-go.
When we want to be in MGM
Big City of Dreams asked that question.
When we want to be in MGM, or when we want to be at the Anthem, we just take a check down there for $60,000. That's how you do that.
It's real simple, huh?
Simple.
Money and relationships.
The green. There's no discount.
Right.
It's the green.
It's just the green, huh?
It's the green.
Just like Jauhar said earlier. Jay-Z, Nas, Master P, they invested in themselves. They had that check.
No, the one who showed us that first was Michael Jackson. When Sony wouldn't invest in Michael Jackson wanted to do these videos, and because Michael Jackson wanted us to see the song instead of hearing the song.
Mm.
So he started spending all this money on videos. And they told him that Sony wasn't going to do it. So they got into a big fight. Mike started putting his own stuff up. He bet on himself. And so if you want to know what it looked like, in 1984, Magic Johnson signed the largest basketball contract in the NBA history at that time, 25 years for $25 million. You remember that? Mm-hmm. That same year, Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog for $46 million. Mm-hmm. So he had 40. Magic was as famous maybe as Mike back then. I mean, the Lakers was 3 championships in LA. Magic got $1 million a year for 25 years promised. Mike wrote a check for $46 million because Mike bet on himself when all that Thriller. What was Billie Jean? Mike paid for that stuff himself.
Thriller, the one that got Mike out of here.
Yeah. So
I mean, like really took them over the top.
So you gotta and go back to what we were saying at first. We was making like you don't understand this. The people around here loved us and loved Go-Go so much that Go-Go as a community was generating $50 million a year. How many bands was paying taxes?
I think it was more than that.
When
I don't even remember the figure. I think we said more than that.
When we went to sit down with the politicians, they was like, "Well, where's the where's the money? Like, how is this possible that it's an industry like this going on that we don't know about?"
I be looking at other bands, not outside of Go-Go. I look at it's way more rock and roll bands in DC than Go-Go bands. It's ridiculous. That play on U Street, that play on 8th Street, that's playing in Adams Morgan.
Way more?
Yes, there are way more. The little 3-piece bands they just throw to get together real quick.
What's that?
No, that's what the rock and roll bands ain't nothing but a singer, a guitar, a lead, and a bass, that's all it takes for them to get together.
A rock and roll band, two guitars,
a drummer,
keyboard player.
It ain't even no keyboard player sometimes. But what I'm saying is, and the singer is the guitar player. But what I'm saying is, I see it's those numbers, and those are playing around. The numbers are way higher than Go-Go bands, right? And we don't ever take the time. Ain't nobody ever saying to this point of these talking to these rock and roll.
What do you mean the numbers?
That's probably a different number of bands, number of groups.
But they not getting supported like the people in the DMV have loved and supported. A ticket price for something that you can see on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is $30 and $40. You can see the exact same thing in New York. A rapper, you're not going to see Jay-Z.
Puffy told us that at we was down 2K9. Remember they came down there?
You're not going
Puffy
to
was
see.
saying he said he don't understand
this is
how we doing it.
Yeah,
like
this is a different animal.
Yeah.
The people here have loved us and treated us so good. I never had a job before. Never. I never had a job before because of my relationship with the people in Go-Go. I'm indebted to that. That's why I'm infuriated when I see bands come late, band members high. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, God gave you this great, like, in some cases, like, I'm talking about world-class talent. And you just want to be high? Won't you get high like it's 24 hours in a day? Why don't you get high the other 20 hours and come to work? Like if you work, it's like when guys used to call themselves promoters and come to the club drunk and get in fights with the patrons. Like it stains the whole thing. So we haven't done a good enough job of brand protection. You got to protect your brand.
Well, I want to say this. He's definitely right because even when me
don't agree with me, cool.
I'm just going. No, we not because I ain't finished with you. Okay. But he's absolutely right.
It's heating up,
but it's so many bands. How many bands did we count, bro? It's uncontrollable. So when you're talking about let's say the top 20 bands. Don't even start talking about we counted Jauhar. We counted about 200 some bands. So to look at the 100th band and try to regulate some type of structure, I don't think they know any better. I'm just talking about the bands that know better. I agree on that.
So what bands know better?
I'm just saying. I agree on.
So then you're doing politics.
No, I agree about that. Some bands should know better. Backyard should know better. Rancid should know better. Junkyard should know better. All the bands that's really running the city, and it might be about 5 of them. Might be about 5. Well,
I don't know that you had that. I don't know that you had that problem out of those bands. I don't know because I don't really. I'm not out there.
Y'all know it's Latino bands out here that's doing.
We're not talking about Latino bands.
I'm just saying, man. It's the way we chastise Go-Go like the way we do, man.
Listen, are they in the same community with the same band playing 3 times a week, paying an average of $40 a month?
We don't know that.
No, I know the answer to that. No,
I'm not up.
There's no place-
I'm not up Columbia
there's
Road.
no place like this.
I'm gonna
in
give
the
y'all
country.
some.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give
Chloe
y'all some.
said it. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
no place like this.
I'm gonna start
all
giving
over
y'all
the
numbers
world.
outside of this go-go thing, so y'all see what's because I think we don't pay attention to. Like you said, it might not be just going around paying for $40. They might be in different states. But you know what I'm saying.
So
But
no,
it's the thing
no.
that,
If you on YouTube,
but it's just like I
if
said.
you
But they
on-
do like it's a lot of Latino clubs that these bands they jump from club to club just like the go-go band.
No.
So what point you trying to make?
I'm just saying that how we just chastise go-go the way we do, but it's the same thing is going on in other genres of music.
But we ain't worried about
Yeah,
because you're the one always ask the question. If I had to put your name in my phone and
Thank you,
your
Rico.
face pop up,
We're gonna say 248.
listen, your face your face pop up, Dan, with a question saying why. You always got a question about
Amy,
why
we tried to do all that.
go-go
Amy.
stuff. Why
Yeah.
Union is we'll all fall in line and keep better track of analytics and the real amount of Amy,
don't y'all
if
don't you realize that the bands are 40 to 60 now? What are you like? What are you talking about?
Hey, Amy, we like before
I ain't never seen
we was
so
talking
much
about
gray.
this. We was talking about this when we
in
were
my life.
in our 20s. It's 30 years later, Amy, and that's it's and right now we talked about this on our show before.
Right.
You got it.
The age. I don't want to go without me saying if we don't pick up a younger fan base, we about 15 years in left. Everybody getting old. It's like they'll be 60 something years old.
Remember, we used to play in the schools.
Yeah, we were playing in the high schools. Everybody was 13,
Man,
14.
So
It's needed, but I mean, we done tried 3 or 4 times.
Also, just like Mark
So,
Vaughn told me,
hey,
Mark Vaughn said to me probably about 15 years ago. But we know everybody said, "Why you don't play go-go?" He said, "How many people go see go-go in the weekend?" So that time I said, "I don't know, maybe about 5,000." He said, "Well, I'm gonna give you 10,000." Right? He said, "In my club at that time was Dream Love, something like that." He said, "In my club, I do that many people in one night. That's one club." And he said, "You got the clubs on the water, which is
Zanzibar,
H2O. Yeah, all these other clubs."
Oh, man.
So he was saying in the non-go-go community, there's over 50,000 people in a weekend, right?
Yeah, but
man,
I'm gonna tell you something. About we had Snoop Dogg come. I don't know if you remember. He came down to DC Live.
Mhm.
That was what F Street. My man hooked it up. Wanted us to back Snoop up. Ain't no advertising. Ain't none of that. Ain't no backyard coming down here with Snoop. Ain't none of that. We just gonna be Snoop's backup band. He started seeing, bartenders like backyard coming down here. And so he canceled it, right? He canceled the band. So I go down there, say, dude, 1, 2, half of the club in there was backyard people dressed up. People gonna go where they want to go, bro. Like, I don't want y'all crowd to come. That is my crowd right there. We ain't tell them to come down here.
Everybody have a right to decide, because it's a big marketplace.
We understand
So
that, but to make it, but money is money. But to make it like, okay, how many people live in DC or Maryland, Virginia? Just take a guess. What,
DC,
10 million?
No, it ain't that many.
Okay,
Maybe 3, maybe 2.5. I mean, in the DMV, in
right,
Northern Virginia,
right, Northern
Maryland.
Virginia. Yeah, we know it's more people. So to say that, what I'm saying is to say it's 5,000 people a night or this it's versus our crowd. How can you depict our crowd when all they doing is
but
all you the shows and the the venue, how many capacity the venue holds, and how many goals.
I get all
time.
that. I mean, everybody that was in this club that night.
But you can't be mad at somebody because of what they want in their
No,
venue.
I'm not mad at. I just talked to Abdul.
But I tell you when they will call.
I'm just talking about.
I tell you when they will call.
Yeah, when they ain't making no money.
When they
when they
right.
in trouble.
So
when they about to close.
So I'm back then. Of course. Back then, as a young band, and an opportunity that was slammed in our face.
Yeah, you want to do that.
Yeah, you want to do that. Just like Rare Essence. You know what I'm saying? We had all our equipment. We was going up Calorama skate ring, rolling the stuff in. Miss Mac said, honey, who are y'all? He said, we back y'all. Who? Ain't nobody tell me y'all was playing. No, y'all can't set up. We set up on the stage. Man, we had to take that stuff down. So that when you miss those opportunities, you like, damn, what we got to do to really get on. So you just, at that moment, I understand what he's saying, but it ain't make sense to me when I saw my people in there dressed up. So I'm not, I understand people want to, but I don't understand when he was down Love and told the DJs don't play no go-go.
Right.
That's that man's prerogative.
But Rock came from go-go. Ritz, our was down there.
I don't want to say that.
There's so many.
I don't want to say that.
But it's okay though.
But it's
that's a losing. Go somewhere where they want you to play go.
Right. Go where you want.
Or go open up your own place.
Right.
We made $50 million a year, Coop. We should have built. We should have built a sound
stage.
Collectively,
yeah, we should have.
So basically, you retired. You pretty much say you retired from the go-go, right? You too. You know what I'm saying? So in the latter days, what's up with Jauhar right now? What's your moves of what you've been doing lately since
politics.
since your man got kicked out of office?
Politics. I mean, it's a tragedy that happened in America. When my man,
here we go, y'all. Here we go.
When my man got robbed of the political office, and it's a shame that black people only Democrats because they don't know no better. I mean, they just associate themselves with stuff because they don't read and make decisions, informed decisions. Like when I understood what both parties was doing, when I was running around getting locked up at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, it was because of my aspirations of being an entrepreneur, to have my own stuff. Not sitting around waiting for the. I mean, that's when it started. That's why
he was a paper boy.
Let him tell a story.
At 9, you
can't tell a story.
Okay.
I mean,
now he know where I'm going.
Yeah, some people.
He know what I'm about to say.
Some people was paper boys.
I seen them coming.
But
they ain't want to ceasefire those spoken bro.
Yeah, but it's, at the end of the day, I think we have a responsibility. I mean, because we all 50 now, and if all we're gonna do is sit around and play, man, it's bad, man. That's why for me, you ask what am I doing? I'm supporting people who in politics, helping people get elected who really care about doing stuff to help black people, not marginalized black people, people who really stand up to help black people. Like, I don't support the Congressional Black Caucus. There's a bunch of no good Negroes, and I don't support them. And so they have a party in D.C. every year and spend $60 million while the communities that they represent. I was reading something today that said Eleanor Holmes Norton is worth $20 million. Her net worth from selling people out, going against the interests of poor black people. Like, where you get $20 million from? You're a congressperson. You get paid a couple $100,000 a year. So where you get, what you doing to get $20 million? How your president become, I mean, he from a little coal town in Pennsylvania and been a politician his whole life. Where you get 10, 12 million from? So they not business people. So the only way they making this kind of money is selling out the interests of American people. So I work with people who really work with and support black people. And we got some elections coming up this summer.
So no matter if they Democrat or Republican?
No, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
What matter is what you do.
Okay.
Like
Right.
Because that's just a title.
Right.
Like, it don't matter. Like, I think both parties have issues. But what I say to black people is because we're immature politically, it's two parties. Half of us should be in the Republican Party, half of us should be in the Democratic Party. Why? Because then we represent it in both parties. They fooled us. Some black people took money, ushered us into one party. So now one party knows that we're going to support them no matter what, so they don't do nothing for us. And the other party don't know us.
Do you think
we don't have a conversation?
I don't think that's more than it was then. I think some people are being educated. And I think, like,
the evidence is the evidence.
Okay, but I'm just saying,
Trump said the Democrats run every major city in America where black people live, and they live in shitholes. And it's true. Every major city, whatever the mayor is in Chicago, 2,000 people getting shot every year. In D.C., got a mayor who does nothing for poor black people.
I don't even know the laws.
But paint a sign
to a certain extent
on the street to say Black Lives Matter. But little kids are being shot every day, and she never shows up to a black somewhere where somebody black got hurt. Some white people get shot uptown. The National Guard is there. The chief of police is there. The mayor is there. Everybody's crying.
Right.
And y'all just let people get away with that kind of stuff.
Right.
And so I just don't agree to. I ain't that kind of guy.
I really think
in Prince George's County,
right,
which is the wealthiest county for black people, not in this country, in the world, is more black married couples, more black educated, degree people, more black homeowners in Prince George's County than in any other county in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We got the worst public school system. The people who run the government against go-go and anybody who got go-go establishments, and we all live in Prince George's County. We got houses out here. We pay taxes out here, and we can't even go to the places we want to go to and enjoy ourselves without being harassed. Mm-hmm. And we don't do nothing about it. So we got to fight on two fronts. I mean, the budget out in the county is probably $6 billion a year. The budget in D.C. is $20 billion a year. So I have a question. Go ahead.
How do, where do you start? Like, how do people know how to voice their opinion?
So the go-go community is probably the strongest, the loudest community. You just can't let people jump in front of it and use you to get the stuff they want. But if you stick, like if we was to come together, y'all saw what happened when Corporal Sakali was just robbing us, and we still might have to do a lawsuit against the county because we paid the police all these hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, it might be in the millions if everybody joined the lawsuit, and we wasn't able to hold them accountable. Basically, people was getting extorted for years, right? Mm-hmm. And we just let them do this stuff right in our face, like they closed Fast Eddie's for a year. Mm-hmm. And we just let them do that right in our face. We call a meeting together in 2 or 3 days, we get 200 people in the room. Like, it was one time when Jack Johnson was the county exec, he had people going around taking money. Like, you had to pay money or the county was going to shut you down. When me and Coop and some of us found out about that, man, we got organized, took about 400 or 500 people down there, and we stormed the building. Like, we not leaving until we have a meeting because our tax dollars pay for you to be here doing the stuff you doing. And you can't do that to us.
We did that while they was having a city council meeting.
Yeah, so we can't, and in D.C., you remember, Coop, when all the kids left school and we had a big march and when the control board took over D.C., that was in the 90s. I'm saying.
I've talked about that before, didn't I? Before he got here, that I've been a part of that. Yeah. So
shout out to Al Malik Farrakhan,
oh, man. Both of us was walking on crutches.
Ceasefire. Don't smoke the brothers, man. Al Malik showed us how to gain access and the power we really have. And we really do have power, man. Now, for me, as somebody that's 50 now, my job is to exercise that power. Like we need to be involved in the school system. How are we gonna have the worst public school system in DC and Prince George's County? How are we gonna have terrible schools? All the money the black people have in Prince George's County. Why do we got to send our children to private schools to get a good education? And little black boys run the school system, terrorizing the school system. But ain't no men in it. They don't hire men. All the women got the jobs. So, man, we got a lot of work to do. We had to be.
Did y'all know that they don't teach cursive writing no more? The writing cursive in the school. Did y'all know that?
Well, I know they don't teach no black history. I know they don't teach about the children's much.
So, Jauhar.
Come on, Dad.
Being the political guy that you are, all right, and how it would be nice to have a guy like you in the forefront of making movements for us.
Who is us?
For black people or go-go or wherever you however you or wherever you stand for in politically with PG County or DC, wherever you move. Don't you feel like it's like a lot of people would love to get behind you, but you just like it's like when you shoot down like the Black Congressional Caucus and you fought Donald Trump is your right hand man, and you like you know what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna say
it's like I mean it's like you know do you feel like you know what I mean it's like the person gonna look at you like man he talks a good one but he just doesn't stand for what I stand for.
No matter what we disagree about, no, I'm just saying. No matter what me and him disagree about,
right?
You know, he taking a shot at me, I'm taking a shot at him. One thing, when he called me about that type of stuff, I'm behind him. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see the change.
Right.
I want to see what he's talking about. I want to learn, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have enough of those people. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you'll put out something that's crazy. You'll put out some documentation, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll get, even if we might have had 200 people in a couple of days, should have been 1,000 people in a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
2 or 3 people from the go-go community showed up.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 band members.
So
like,
that's right there. That's when it, no matter how much they disagree with his stance on how firm he be about certain things, you know, what he say about black people, sometimes I might be like, well, that's a little harsh, but I understand what he's saying. It ain't enough of those type people. He called me probably 2 days before, a day before. And I ain't even been in the go-go community. I only have a go-go band. Right. You know what I'm saying? And some people treat me like that. Like, you know, you doing the cute stuff. But I know I've been through what y'all are going through. Right, and I understand it. I understand it more than you do. So that's the type of stuff that divides this city, man. It'd be like, you know.
But do you find it as hard? Do you find out it's hard to get people to listen to your message when you say those like?
No, because you know what I tell my children this all the time. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to listen to me. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be confronted though with what I'm telling you.
Right.
So you don't have to. If you think the Congressional Black Caucus works in your interest, like when Trump got into it with Elijah Cummings, and Trump said you were trying to spend your time having me investigated, but you've been over a congressional district for 25 years. Mm-hmm. And the people live like, I can't believe with the rats and the drugs and prostitution. Why don't you spend your time trying to help them? Mm-hmm. Like, that's true to me.
Right.
I bought houses in Baltimore.
But you know what?
And it shouldn't even be no homelessness.
This is
in Baltimore. If you got 10,000, I walked 20 blocks without seeing a person that lived in a house. 20 blocks in a major city, 35 minutes from DC, and I'm 5 minutes from downtown Baltimore, and no black people that used to be there 20 years ago are there. So I don't need like just because Trump said it, it doesn't make it not true. Like, so I got an issue with black people who say, like, black people trust you and lead you. I mean, put you in a position to lead them and do right by them, and then you lie and manipulate them and don't do what you're supposed to.
But you know,
so I don't care.
So
Cooper, I'm not finished, please, sir.
No,
so
because,
I don't care. I don't care
trying
if
to make
people
a point.
don't like it. My job is to state what it is. Like, so you said earlier, like, all these guys is not really promoters. They throw shows or they tag on the guys because those guys got popularity. So they use them to become something, and they just mess the industry up. Like, I just say what I say. I met this guy 25 years ago, 30 years ago, promoting shows. So if he around here promoting shows, and me and him have had, man, so many disagreements on how stuff should be done. Or I don't agree with how he's doing something. But guess what? He don't agree with what my position is. But guess what? He's still around here doing the same thing. Me and him can't be in the room and somebody say, well, was Rayo doing this stuff? And he say, man, I've been doing this since the early 90s. Yeah, I was there. Like, it's true.
You can document.
Yeah. Some of these guys just got here 5 years, 10 years ago.
Right.
And they think they know more than the people who've been here all this time.
Right.
You don't.
So what I was saying, John.
All right, you got the floor.
On no, I'm just, because I had an argument with my cousin because he wondered why black people don't know what you know. You know what I'm saying? Like BJ just said, we don't know what's going on. Okay, and I'm not using excuses. Some people can't read, some people can't comprehend, and I'm saying this: the President of the United States, no matter if you are Democrat, Independent, or Republican, right? If I came in as a president, I don't even know. Some people feel like the president can change everybody's life just by the click of. So if I'm saying, yeah, Rayo, you've been doing this for a long time, why your district fucked up? Okay, the people behind Rayo feel the same way that Trump feel, right? But they also feel like Trump can trump what he's talking about. Let me show you what I can do. Let me clean your, you know what I'm saying? If you can send billions of dollars to these countries or whatever, you can help this neighborhood.
Trump didn't do that though.
Okay,
Trump said all of them need to pay their fair share.
Okay, pay their fair share.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said,
yeah.
But Jauhar,
I'm just saying.
It's an A. You get, some people get A's, some people get F's.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We can learn to sing. I say this all the time. I was in a history class, 8th grade. Lady put the test that she gonna put on the test that she gonna give us on Friday. She go over that shit the whole week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. She put the questions and we go over the answers on. That's the answer to number 1.
Right.
Friday come. Some people get A's, some people get F's. Damn, you just saw the whole joint. You know what I'm saying? Some people not even paying attention.
You got your mask down again.
Yeah, because now I want you to hear this shit. Because I'm not making excuses, but I'm saying we calling black people dumb. We calling them hold on. No, you I'm not saying dumb as in, you know, you sick of these niggas.
That's the name of my book.
Right.
I'm
helping you promote it.
Yeah, but don't use the title of my book.
Don't get me started. I put you better protect the name around the name. I'm sick of these niggas 1, 2, 3, and 4.
No,
I might have 4.
I'm sick of niggas volume 1.
Okay, volume 1.
Be on the store
Right.
soon.
Right.
So
what I'm saying is, and I'm telling them that some people can't comprehend on what they've been putting in their face for so many years since they was born, or it's some people more well educated than others. I'm not. Yeah, but again, I'm not giving them no excuse. But some people just
Hey,
don't.
Coop, if we parents, we should be involved with the PTA.
The parents.
No,
you're
just
right.
basic stuff.
You're right.
If you got a home, you should belong to the homeowners association.
Right.
That's how you know what's going on.
You're right.
Because when they decide, see what the white boys do, they decide, okay, we're gonna put this amount of people in this neighborhood, so we gotta have this many grocery stores, this many schools, we gotta have this a mall. These are the amenities that we gotta have for these amount of people.
My point again.
Black people can participate in that
they
too.
can participate, but my point again.
But guess what we
a
want
lot
to do?
of people feel like the president can make everything right. That's all I'm saying.
That's not. President can do some things. He has a job to do. President can do some things. The reason I like the guy I liked is because more black people was talking about politics and paying attention than I ever seen in my whole life.
I think Obama did that.
No. People went to sleep.
He clicked back. He clicked.
Yeah,
he clicked back.
He talked that nigga
Come on,
talk.
bro. No,
and that's what
man, Trump is clickbait, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Trump. Huh?
Nothing.
Obama.
A cell phone.
How much Donald put in my pocket? What you mean?
Oh, because you was in the house hiding from Corona. You missed it. The youngest was out here running amok.
Y'all talking.
Y'all
get to talking this. Y'all get to. You know, he stoked white versus black, man.
Who?
Donald.
No, nobody did that more than Joe Biden.
So
okay. Do I need to send you his?
It's a follow through. You talking about back in 1994 or something?
Yeah, when they did the crime
bill,
they sent all them black men to jail for stuff they shouldn't have went to prison for.
I ain't never been locked up.
So you ain't never been impacted by it, huh? You ain't never paid for lawyers. You ain't never paid for lawyers.
I paid for lawyers.
You ain't never paid for lawyers either.
You know I paid for lawyers.
Okay, then so how you gonna act like it didn't affect you?
But I'm not saying
you tripping, man.
No, I'm not. When I say I haven't been locked up before, you know what I'm saying?
Man, what is he saying?
I don't. Huh?
Shut it up! Look at you. You
what do you say?
You ain't even vote for him.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, you did. No, you
Guess
did.
what?
Look, y'all. So listen.
Dan was just a Democrat because everybody else was Democrats. Dan ain't read nothing on that.
Listen.
Go ahead, Dan.
Trust me.
Go ahead.
Listen. Politics has kissed my ass for real. So look. So listen.
Politics, Dan.
So listen. So for the future.
Yes.
So being politically as you are involved, if you want to reach out to the go-go community, if you have for things that you for or against, you have anyone who want to come out here, who wants to come out here and reach out to our community, can you please my doors is open to you or whoever you want to come in here, who want to represent, and want to talk to the people, because I know this year the voting is going to be kind of a lot harder than it has been in the past because the ways you can reach out to the people is not the same, and you have to go like a different strategy. You need an ear to the street. I want you to understand. Bring any candidates that you want to introduce, or do you want the people to talk to introduce them to the people? Because a lot of people don't know. They don't even know who's running for candidate. They don't even know who's running for mayor, who's running for county exec. They don't know what's going on. They're not paying attention to these type of things.
You ain't president, don't care about it.
Oh, then even worse. Don't let it if they're the president election year for president.
You have
it gets swept under
a lot of major say so in your local community, local politics. Like I want to shout out Gigi Riley because Gigi ran for mayor in Seat Pleasant. Like that's what we supposed to be doing. Seat Pleasant got a several $1 million budget. There has to be the grass got to be cut, the trash got to be taken out. Ticket money got to be collected. Like, there's a lot that has to happen in all these municipalities in Prince George's County. Like, we 50, we 40, 50. We shouldn't just be wanting to play all the time. So somebody else got to control the budget, control the schools, control the police department of recs. Like, we 50, we supposed to be doing that. And shame on you if you're not doing that. Like, nobody, the reason I like kind of refute what you're saying, Dan, because I don't need people to agree with what I'm saying. They should be, because I'm okay. Like, man, you can still be cool if we disagree.
Right.
Like some people okay with people that's considered rats, people that commit crimes with people, and then they go tell them, they go tell and do stuff. Some people friends with people like that. I don't get along with people like that.
Right.
Some people friends with people who get the community riled up and say it's one thing, and then they go in the room and get something for them and leave the movement. I don't agree with people like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna always say I'm hard to get along. Nobody gonna tell you I owe them no money. Nobody gonna tell you I cheated them. Nobody gonna tell you I lied to them. Then we might disagree, and I'm okay with that because I don't need no whole bunch of friends and people hanging around me that don't even have their best interests at heart. So how they gonna have mine at heart? Then we want to talk some business stuff. It just need to make sense. And if we talk in business, we should be multiplying, not subtracting. And whoever want to talk some business, I'm open for business. Like I love all these guys. Most of these guys are most talented. Like the stuff they able to do, I know who they are. They just don't know who they are. Right. So it don't benefit me to know, and they don't know and don't care. You know how many times I sat in a studio or in a club arguing with these guys because they don't want to show up on time or they want to show up high and disoriented or go to the car at the break. Like people pay $30 and $40. They make a conscious decision that I'm going to support you. And when they do that, like I'm able to buy a nice car I like to drive in. I like to live a certain way. I respect that. Like when they call me with a complaint, I'm trying to fix it. Anybody listening know that about me. They call me with a complaint because I understand the value of people supporting your business.
Right.
A lot of guys, just the musicians around us, they don't understand that. They feel like somebody owe them something. And don't nobody owe you nothing. You got to go out here, man, we had to get it off the dresser every day. And if you don't believe in yourself and invest in yourself, why should somebody else? That don't even make sense. Why would I be calling and pleading for, like, me and you probably look at Angela Alsobrooks different, right? What I say about her is that she hasn't done everything favorable to me towards the go-go community in Prince George's County. But when I call her to talk to her, she responds. She has somebody to call. And a lot of times they do stuff because they don't know.
Right.
And it's our job to let them know. And we don't do a good job of that. Like they doing what they do. We just don't do what we supposed to do. So if people interested in that kind of thing, like we should be supporting them because I don't know nobody who sit on the liquor board.
Right.
Like one of us should be, somebody from the go-go community should be on the liquor board.
Right.
But we should also not support club owners who break the law.
Right.
Like if you're doing stuff you shouldn't be doing, then it's how can you ask us to stand with you if you're not, we ain't 21 no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga shit.
Exactly.
Nigga shit.
So then don't be mad at me for the title of my book.
Real quick before we get out of here. Before we get up out of here, we got Jauhar up in here, ladies and gentlemen. Jauhar, Lakers will win the championship in how many games?
Lakers, man.
Oh, my bad. I thought the Lakers.
The Celtics will win.
I thought the Lakers was
Celtics
in the championship this year.
Trayon White for mayor of Washington D.C. to my Washington D.C. people, to Washingtonians, especially native Washingtonians. Trayon White for mayor.
Ain't this little LeBron? Though?
I would say that we should be supporting. Excuse me, fellas. We should be supporting. You should look up. You should look up and support Calvin Hawkins. He's the chair of the Prince George's County Council. He's a good guy.
What's happening right now?
Colonel John Carr is running for sheriff.
Could you text us that so we can put it on the website?
Colonel John Carr is running. Yes, for sure.
What does the sheriff do?
The sheriff runs the deputy. Their office deal with the arrests and warrants, and they deal with moving inmates around the jail from jail to court, and they provide protection for us at the night establishments. They work alongside the Prince George's County police officers.
You supporting Hogan or you supporting Rick Baker?
Hogan is done. His term is over. I'm not never supporting Rashawn Baker. He was the worst county exec. He was worse than even
Jack, go ahead.
the crook, Jack. I would never support Rashawn Baker. But I will tell you that enough people have called me about Westmore, as a guy out of Baltimore, and Peter Francho, who has been the
That's saying West
Comptroller.
Moore.
he's been a comptroller for years,
Yeah.
but on his ticket is Jay Walker's wife. And you might remember Jay
From
was
Howard,
a quarterback from Howard,
Yeah.
and then he went and played for the Patriots
Mhm.
for a little while.
Mhm.
But and he was helping us during the time when we was trying to work out some of the deals with the county around GoGo. He was a delegate or a council member back then in the county. So the governor's race is going to be heating up. And I think, Prince George's County is an important county in this state because of the amount of people that's in this county,
Right.
and your vote counts. Also, we should support our man Nick Charles. Nick Charles represents the Forestville area. He's the one who got the meeting for us at Fast Eddie's on track with the politicians and the liquor board. Every time any club has ever called me with a problem, Nick Charles has immediately not only accepted the call, but Nick Charles immediately started making calls to his colleagues to make sure this stuff got resolved. So we should support the people who support us. And so
Definitely.
I just want to ask about Trayon,
yes,
because that's my guy. I love him. And when I'm in different circles, I hear people talking, and I'm trying to what's his strategy for Ward 1 through 5? Like, how do you get those people on board? Because if the mayor has 1 through 5 locked in, maybe 1 through 6, but I doubt it.
none
But
of that's true.
Okay, no, I'm just saying.
I'm about to run down the
Okay,
facts
yeah.
to you.
So
you'll know.
if that's what that what I'm saying, get the people talk to me.
So they do a lot in politics. They do a lot of misinformation
Right.
to confuse people. So in DC, we roughly got about 700,000 people.
Right.
Roughly about 10%,
Vote.
10 to 12% are going to vote.
Right.
4 years ago, Muriel Bowser got 60,000 votes
Yeah.
out of 600 and something thousand. So it's right. The number was right, about 10%, which is still a shame
Right.
that you live somewhere
Right.
with 600,000 people and only 10% of that actually voted. She only, for the whole city, she got 60,000 votes and she had no one run against her. This time she has 2 people running against her. One guy in the race we call White Rob. His name is Robert White, but he's disrespectful to the black community, so we call him White Rob. He's even whiter than Muriel, so black people need to know that. And then we have Trayon White. Trayon had 27,000 people vote for him in the last election. So all the people who voted for Muriel last time won't vote for her this time. In Ward 6, 7, and 8, we have about 2. Yeah, but Red don't have a chance of winning. He a comedian. He don't have a base. 250,000 people in Ward 6, 7, and 8. The most public housing in D.C. is in Ward 6 now. So between Ward 6, 7, and 8 is 250,000 potential voters, right? If Trayon gets 20,000 in Ward 8, which would be a little bit less than he got in the last election, 10,000 in Ward 7 and 10,000 in Ward 6, he'll win the race. You don't even need to go to Ward
1 through 5.
Well, you're going and let me tell you where we're going to win at in 5. Saratoga's in 5. Okay. Montana is in 5. All that Rhode Island Avenue, Montana, Trinidad.
Yeah.
Trey going to win that. And then Trey going to win in 1. 640.
What is that?
640.
What is it?
More pop.
No,
more.
that's 3. That's 3.
No, that's Ward 1. If you asking the expert, let the expert tell you what it
It
is.
changed?
No, it's been Ward 1 for the longest. So 3500, Columbia Heights,
War One is what
Hobart,
again?
Hobart, 640, all of that, 3500, all that's Ward 1.
What's 3?
Ward 3 is over by Georgetown. No, part of that is in
I
Georgetown.
thought that was 1.
That's Ward
I'm
2.
staying corrected.
Ward 3 is up west of the river. It's all the way up by St. John's and all that up there.
That I thought 3 was right there,
The
right
majority-
below 4. And
Yeah.
4 was up
So
Coolidge.
4 is
Right.
by Coolidge,
Right.
and it comes all the way down to Petworth, where Roosevelt is.
Right.
at.
Right.
And Ward
Damn, I
1
thought Harvard Street was 3. I mean, that's
I
cool.
thought I grew up in Ward 8 all my life.
So that's why I didn't know. I'm thinking Ward 1 was Georgetown and
But just like when you're wrong about basketball and everything else, I'm the one to correct you. So it's all right.
yeah, I Googled.
Yeah. Well, Google it.
Yeah, I Googled.
So yeah, Ward 6,
Ain't
7,
gonna tell me nothing.
Ward 6, 7, and 8 is what we focus on.
Hey.
If you didn't learn nothing else from Trump and politics, Coop, is you
I don't
focus,
I don't listen to Trump.
listen, man, you focus on your base, Coop.
That's
You don't go, hey Dan,
northeast side of east of the river.
hey Dan, what I'm trying to explain to Coop is you don't spend your time trying to convince people who not your people anyway. You go work with the people who you know got more in common with you, and then you got to watch out for the double agents, the black people that's in the community that pretend like they with you, but they sit in the meetings to go back and tell everybody else what you're doing, what your strategy. And y'all know a lot of them. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Today's guest has been no
Ward 3.
other than my man Jauhar
Stand
Abraham. Ladies and gentlemen.
Dan.
Hold on, I ain't gonna let. Hold on, we ain't done yet.
Hold on,
Wait,
what
wait,
he say?
what
I
you-
want to hear him say that.
I said Ward 3, I stand corrected. You
I
Yeah.
just want him to,
it's Chevy
So-
Chase, Massachusetts, all
yeah,
that.
I just
Yeah.
want-
All that friendship.
But for the record, though,
There's more poor black people in DC than any other group.
hey, before I let you go, though, man, because I can't let you go on there. Like, Lakers gonna win it in how many?
Dang, man, you keep embarrassing yourself, man. The Lakers didn't even make the playoffs.
They did. Oh, they did. Oh, damn. I didn't know. I just know that. You know.
How many more years?
I just know that. You know. You team your man.
LeBron. How many more years LeBron got? You think?
I'm glad you asked that, Coop. LeBron probably, let me see, 38 this year.
Can you call him real quick and ask him? Well, you know, I know that's your. I know y'all. You know, that's your man. You know what I mean? You know. He.
Don't waste his time. Man. He don't know who Jauhar is.
What?
He don't know who Jauhar is. Jauhar might know the man. Jauhar know just as many people I know. I know the man next to LeBron, but we ain't got LeBron number.
Oh, breaking news, Coop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the breaking news?
I just texted him. He said that
No.
after he finished in LA, he probably going to talk to the Wizards because they normally sign people like him when they 40.
He funny. He funny.
Hey, Coop.
Well, we know
Hey, Coop.
we know what type of popcorn he eating tonight watching the playoffs. I
Hey,
swear.
Coop.
Hey,
Hey.
I
Hey,
mean,
Coop.
yes, sir.
He just, hold up. How old was Bernard King? How old was Moses Malone?
Oh,
How old was Michael Jordan? Oh, no, I'm gonna
Jeff-
stop right there. Go ahead.
Jeff
Yeah.
Malone.
So it looks pretty good for us, Coop.
Okay.
After we finish in LA, we probably come here for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
Well,
the
we
Wizards-
we don't
Wizards-
want
They're
him
gonna
in.
make him general manager first.
I don't want him in.
Yeah, they're gonna offer him part of the team.
I don't want him
We
in.
gotta do something to get consistent people. In
Oh
the,
yeah, well
stands.
if you
And they're gonna make him play.
who gonna be general manager?
LeBron.
LeBron.
He only had one bad year as a general manager, Coop. That was this year.
So who you going with this year,
Boston,
boss?
the most historic black organization. See, you don't know this, Coop. I'm about to tell you something. The guy who went and got all the black players back in the 50s and 60s, his name was Red Auerbach. Did you know that?
Yes, sir.
You know what high school Red Auerbach graduated from?
DC.
Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't know that.
I know that, Jahar, but what I'm saying,
And
Hold
so,
on. Now that's your rival now. Hold on, Rajah. Lakers fans do not like anything about Boston.
Nah, he going different. He going.
Hold on.
he-
Are
he
you about to tell me that
Did
you
hear
are
what-
a
did you
fan
hear- hey,
of?
have you ever listened
Hold
to?
on.
Hold on. Have you ever listened to Kanye West CD called the Donda CD? And you ever listened to his mother's interview on there where she said,
Man, Steve
"My
Willis
son,
said, man.
who is decidedly different." Hey, my son, who is decidedly different. So what everybody else do, man, I do different.
Okay.
So I don't have to
Steve
be
Roy
like
said we
everybody
got
else.
7. Steve, now you a Boston fan too, I guess. Huh? All you light skinned guys, man.
He ain't no Boston fan.
Steve,
Now,
my
Steve
man,
Roy-
me and
Steve Roy
Steve
say
with LeBron.
We got
Me and
17.
Steve.
We got 17.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well,
All
I
right.
don't know if Steve a Lakers guy or LeBron guy.
Nah,
But we used to be. Me and Steve we be cool.
Steve
on
is
that.
a sports fan.
Nah. Steve was the Lakers or LeBron. We was with LeBron. Wherever LeBron go, I'm not a Wizards fan. But when they sign LeBron when he's 40, I'm going to go to the Wizards.
You go
I'm
to-
gonna buy a
yeah.
Wizards jersey with LeBron on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Listen. In the era of free agency in sports, is no teams no more. If you like players, like when we grew up, my favorite team. Mean Joe Green, Mel Blunt, Lynn Swan, John Stallworth, they were never on the trading block. There was no such thing as that.
Right.
But now that the game has changed, the money have changed the game,
Money.
players can go wherever they want. Like, I like players.
Okay.
And historically, I like Boston because of the position Boston took with black players.
I like players too, Jauhar, and we always had this conversation with people. When we came up, I'm a die-hard Redskin fan. But when we came up, when we played street football or this street versus your street, we used to do the little formation Dallas did all the time. We did all that. I like Drew Pearson. I like Tony Dorsett. I was Roger Staubach as a quarterback. I love players.
Where you grew up in DC doing that?
Yeah, we love players. I'm just making your player.
Back then it was teams, man.
No. I like
teams.
No. I love the Redskins, and that's and even if on electric football, even if I played with Pittsburgh,
don't come over here because losing is a choice. That's a decided decision to lose, man. The Redskins had the same budget or whatever, the Commodores, whatever the name is.
I like Lynn Swan.
He said the Commodore.
I like Franco Harris. I like Mean Joe Green.
Everybody got the same
But I was
budget.
a Redskin fan.
Hey, Dan, everybody got the same budget.
Right.
One team don't have $50 million extra they can spend every year.
It's for the same.
Rico,
you hire people, man.
Rico, we know you're a Lakers fan because every time I see you got some type of gold and purple.
No, Rico is about winning, man. Rico is a Cowboy fan. He a Lakers fan. Rico is serious about winning.
Hey, on that note, y'all.
Yeah, on that note.
Hey, y'all.
The Commodores haven't won the Super Bowl since '91. It's 30 years, cool.
The Commodores.
Father,
that's Lionel.
Help your
Lionel
children.
Don't leave them out of this.
Leave
Lionel Richie and them out of this, man.
Hey,
we gotta get him out of here,
and every coach y'all had.
We know we're gonna do with him.
We gotta have him back, man. I miss Jauhar, man.
Pat Beverly right now.
I miss this dude, man. I miss
Pat Beverly right now.
Hey, listen.
Give me Pat Beverly.
Pat Beverly right now. You come here talking about the black people, man.
Oh, man.
Niggas this, nigga that.
No, they just got me. He's talking about how
they invited Pat Beverly back.
Hey, look,
3 times. This dude is vicious.
He said about how
I wanted to talk to this
how
about
Boston
this.
took care of the black people. Or black people I knew was Dennis Johnson and Robert Parrish. I ain't
No.
know
They had Sam Jones.
back in those days.
They had Sam
You
Jones.
don't know who said this.
No, I'm just saying, back in them days, Robert Parrish and Dennis Johnson.
Hold on. Coop, don't you mention Sam Jones. 'Cause you such a hypocrite, man. When you make your argument about Jordan, so back in the day, Bill Russell played defense and defense only. You know who got the highest point total in the playoff closeout game for Boston in history?
Bill Russell, right?
No, Sam Jones.
Oh, Sam Jones.
Since Sam Jones scored 47, Tatum scored 46 the other day. back then, Sam Jones scored all the points, but Bill Russell was the best player. He played defense. Scottie Pippen played defense, but Michael Jordan is the best player. What happened? They wouldn't have won 10 championships without Sam Jones. Sam Jones was the Michael Jordan of that team. He scored the points. Look it up. It wasn't no Bill Russell. Bill Russell played defense.
I ain't saying about no. I said Sam.
No.
When he said
no.
he
You
started
just
talking about Robert Parrish. I said no.
Man, he don't know.
Sam.
Man, let me tell him some history real quick. Man,
Can I just say Sam Jones?
Do you know who Charlie Scott was? You know where Charlie Scott came from? Charlie Scott came from the Laurinburg Institute. Look it up. The oldest black prep school in the country.
You know what he sound like?
He was the first. He was the first black player to play in the ACC. He played for Dean Smith. Came to the Laurinburg Institute and cut a deal to bring Charlie Scott down there. Coop, you need to know this, man.
Hey,
Guess
bro.
when Charlie Scott became a Hall of Famer, an NBA Hall of Famer? You know who drafted him after that? Red Auerbach.
Okay.
Cool.
No, we know about that.
No, you don't know about that.
No,
man.
we know
Cool.
know about Red Auerbach
You don't know
and the
about
black
that, man.
players. Hey, listen. Like I said, we
You know
can
why they-
invite
you know why they make
Pat
Bill
Bear
Russell-
back. We
You
can
know why
invite
they
back.
make Bill Russell? Why they make that his team? Google his wife. Google a picture of him and his wife.
Oh, that's what did it.
I mean, just Google a picture of him and his wife.
I ain't Googling that
Why you not? You just Google
Hey.
where War 3 was at.
because I thought it was in. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I thought it
Rico
was.
said before
I thought
Bird
it was
got his
Harvard
wing.
Street on down.
Huh?
Hey, all y'all had them Converse though. Yeah, I'll tell you, all y'all had Converse.
Ain't
Hey
no
man,
question.
but we better get up out of here, Jauhar. Whenever you want to come back home, your doors is open, man.
All right,
Feel
man.
free to
I just want
give
some
us
more
that
You got a
time
new-
to
you got a
beat
new
up
name.
on Coop.
You got a new
So
name
we
now.
You got a new
He
name.
over here eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, man. Trying to have a
Everybody
conversation.
eating something.
I'm talking about you, man.
Yeah, you're right. I should be worried about me.
Yeah, that's right. That's
But
the
Jauhar, Beverly,
There you go.
Abraham.
There you go.
He got a
man.
new nickname.
There you
middle
go.
name.
Y'all
man
funny,
just came
man.
in.
Y'all funny,
Oh
man.
my God.
Hey, Coop.
Hey, look.
Hey, Coop, man. Cut it out, man. And get
So no,
and
what we need,
and get top 5.
Definitely.
This is on your
it's
watch.
on my watch.
If you don't get top 5 out of the city,
It's-
Coop,
It's on my watch.
it's on your watch, man.
Continue to watch this shit.
It's on the
I'm
watch.
just what I say that before he came on
To
here.
have a talent, like I knew when I talked to Donnell and Donnell said, I want to put a band together. I knew we was going to have a long run in the town. I'm going to do the business. I'm going to make sure everybody get paid. We're going to make plenty of money. To me, I got Michael Jordan to go. So I'm going to win. Then Coop, you got something like that now. Like you might have the John Morant.
Hold on.
The John Morant.
Hold
now.
on. What he was.
If you don't do nothing with it,
okay.
if you don't
This is
do
no
nothing with it,
excuse. This
I'ma
is no
charge you with
excuse.
this.
You're right.
I'm going to charge you with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to charge you with it.
Charge.
Dan, I want you to go look at some of them videos,
But-
look at some of that production,
But what I'm saying is,
and then ask yourself, is this befitting
okay.
of this?
So
Like, do this
you go.
equal that?
Hold on. You go. Man, see now you gonna make me downgrade my Go-Go community, bro.
How's it
But
downgrading
you-
your go-go community?
Man, give me Kemp, give me School, give me so give me take all these cats, right?
Who did?
You did. And you took every muscle from everybody. No competition out there at all. I'm going up against the
He
world.
did build.
I'm going up against the world.
He did build.
But that's cool.
A
That's
powerhouse
cool.
over
You
there.
supposed to did that, bro. And that's cool. But get
See,
it again.
Hey, I just
You
told
supposed
you.
to did it.
I
I
just-
don't want
hey,
to
Dan,
I don't want to go
I
deep
don't
in
ever
this.
want to be. Listen, I don't ever want to ever get this confused.
Ooh.
I played to win, and I might cheat a little bit
Oh.
if I got to win. I will do that.
I
But
I got Pete.
am I going to cheat a little bit?
Yeah.
I might.
I'm just saying.
I've been beating him
But
in
you-
basketball since we
but-
was kids.
All
So
right.
he, I might pull and tug on him a
Man.
little bit.
Right.
Oh,
But guess what though? I'm going to win. If you ain't trying to win, so if I'm a general manager
this-
and I'm just getting back in the game, why wouldn't I go get the
Ah.
best available talent?
Right.
They wasn't
then
available.
you-
You broke up shit.
What?
He broke up communities. He broke up. They wasn't available. This
This
thing
man is
crazy.
crazy. Man, can you get Scooby on the phone or get Steve on?
Oh,
Steve
Scooby,
still right there?
hold up. Scooby wasn't doing nothing when you came and got him.
I mean, they wasn't doing like what we was talking about doing. We was talking about taking over the city.
You see this now? And okay, all right, that's cool. That's cool. Taking over the city.
That's what we. Listen, well, if I'm the general manager,
guess what?
and Kim is the best. Kim, that's the queen. Of go-go of female singers.
Guess what?
Why wouldn't I go get Kim? Hey, dang.
So in go-go.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Let me make this clear. I didn't.
We had a 20.
What?
We had a 20 year too.
Who I take?
You stole too.
Who I stole?
You stole a lot of
I brought my cat from the ground for the baby milk. That ain't on the shelf right now. That shit came from the baby milk. Ain't even on the shelf. Mine can't get the milk on the shelf. That's where mine came from. I ain't gonna say, hey man, hey Mickey, mind playing with backyard?
Why would you do that when you had sauce?
They came from where they came from.
Yeah, no, that don't make sense.
You built.
I didn't do that with you though. When you was building backyard, I was on tour with
right,
Sugar Bear.
Rico.
Hey, I was on tour with Sugar Bear.
Rico said, "Here comes another hour."
Hey Joe, Rico, we gotta get you up here, Rico.
Yeah, get somebody up here with some sense, man.
Oh man.
Hey, guess what?
Hey, so you telling me? Guess
what I'm gonna do?
Listen, I'm a winner.
I'm bringing more. I'm bringing more up here.
Everything I do to win.
Right.
So why would I not get the best available talent? And then you got to manage the egos and personalities. You got to put all that stuff. That's hard work.
I had to manage jail and shootings at the shows and. Oh my God!
And I helped you with something.
Yeah, and I thank you. I always tell people.
Yeah, I helped you with some of that. So we forever locked in.
We went on a piece of heart tour.
Yeah, we forever locked in. But you can't. How you gonna blame me for winning?
No, I'm not blaming you for winning. But you making my situation.
And
now,
you know why I
walked away? Hold on. Now, if I can't, Jauhar, if I can't, and if I can't,
Dan, you know why I walked away?
Hold up.
With all this talent. You know the whole reason why me and Darnell got back in the whole game in the first place was to get a song, to make music. And I couldn't get a song.
All right,
so that's why I got out. I couldn't get a song.
I got one.
So
I ain't get no song.
You did. Straight to the bar. We good.
Yeah.
That's a classic to this day. Y'all, it's gonna go. It's gonna continue. That's like ride out. It's gonna. You got Darnell did his thing. He did his thing.
I couldn't get
that's a good song for the city.
Uh-huh.
I understand what he's saying. He's trying to do something different.
My purpose.
Stay in your lane.
I knew what we was gonna give.
Stay in your lane.
But my purpose was to try to get back on the world stage. That was my purpose, and I failed at that.
So let me ask you.
Say Dan was trying to wrap it up 30 minutes.
Right, yo.
You see me out my seat.
Hey, look.
This dude, old Pat Beverly, got me out my seat, bro. I swear.
So why? So, nah, that's another story. I'm ready to. We gotta get
him back.
Cause man,
because he gonna say something.
Because I'm looking at the direction, like, because now I think that now the whole press play thing is. It's like karaoke go-go now. Like that's the easy route out now. Why go the easy route out of doing what you doing now? Like you said, you had the best of the best. No, go-go. It's go-go karaoke.
Let me ask you this, Dan. When have you seen push play? When have you?
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Oh, okay.
It's been a minute.
So
it's not karaoke no more. It's not cover song after cover song after cover song. It's not. I mean, I'm just asking.
When you 50 something, and some people that's our age,
no need to create no more.
Don't want to go to the go-go.
No need to create no more.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I think what Darnell has been able to do is just short of amazing to get somebody like Buggy, who is a world-class top 5 drummer in the world, want to come and just jam with you. Yeah. Funky Ned, music director. I mean, he was with Maxwell when Maxwell got introduced to us. We hadn't seen Funky Ned on the stage in how many years, Coop? 20 years?
I really did want to see him
So
at the reunion.
Yeah.
So these
again,
guys just like, I mean, they older now.
don't need to create.
I'm not listen. They enjoy music,
But you can
so
still
why
create
should they? And it's people who come see them and really enjoy it.
karaoke.
Okay.
You want clickbait now. That's just clickbait. But anyway,
That's karaoke.
my
That's what I'm saying.
my top 20. I'm putting it in now. And I don't care about go-go or none of this because I shied away from it. But it's a surprise number one top 20 this week. Surprise 20. That's all I gotta say.
All we gotta do is look. All we gotta do is look at his cash app
Sick of these
and
niggas.
see who sent them the $25.
Oh, I ain't been doing it lately.
Oh, real quick, y'all. Real
And
quick,
see who
man.
sent them the $25.
Tonight, y'all. Everybody listening, if you're not doing anything tonight, come up to Infuse, y'all. We got a comedy show going on at Infuse tonight. I will be DJing tonight. Comedy, my man. Hey,
Yeah,
Hannibal
Dan, you
got
too-
his thing
you
going
too
on.
Busy, too
Hey.
good to work for other people.
Oh no,
They
man!
hate
Listen,
all the time.
no, I'm not. I'm just waiting for that phone call to come back. You know what I mean? I just got, I know, you like senior citizen. You like you 50 and over, and the young
Yeah, I'm
people.
50.
So like, they say like
Oh,
John
but-
is your number one call. John said I can't even. He not. I'm like, the flunky. So like, I gotta wait. I gotta wait for John to be busy before I get a job.
That's
You know?
years.
So it's
true.
like,
John is a bully. John,
Right.
all
John
the
is a
shows.
bully, and
He's a bully.
John is like,
On all the shows.
if you don't hire him, he will make you feel it.
Nah,
But
I can't.
tonight, y'all, comedy show coming up in Infuse. I will be up in Infuse. Matter of fact, I got a couple of tickets. If anybody want to come, hit me up in my inbox. I got 2 tickets for anybody want to come and be a guest tonight. Come on over there, Amy. You want to do anything? Tatiana, it don't matter. Whatever. It's whatever. Jauhar, once again, I appreciate you again, man, for coming up and being in the building with us tonight. Anytime you want to come up in here. Okay. You want anything you want to plug with what you got going
y'all
up?
should definitely drop by to see the all new Nipsey's featuring Cheers at 301. Total remodel,
It looks nice,
renovation, top to bottom. Vibe, DC Vibe will be coming in on Wednesdays, starting June the 15th.
Okay.
We got the Almighty Junkyard Band every Friday. If you want that turn up, and on Sunday is a little chill and laid back with the smooth sounds, not karaoke sounds, but the smooth sounds of push play.
Karaoke, yeah.
And I'm gonna let them great musicians know, man, what you think of them.
That's what go-go is. That's nothing personal.
Also,
go-go.
y'all, if y'all
See,
not
That's
doing
the easy
anything,
route. It's the easy route.
if y'all not doing anything in a few hours, we
was creating over there.
we got a happy hour.
Just
We got a happy hour kitchen crate. Great food, great ambiance. It's outside, cigars, wine, good food. It's outside on the patio. Nice atmosphere in Alexandria, Virginia, from 5 to 10. Band starts at 7.
What band?
The karaoke band, top 5.
yeah.
Um,
never.
All right, I'm going.
All right. And Thursday we at Harley.
They karaoke band. They do go-go. They do go-go.
We Harley. Yeah, well, some bands make you retire then, job. But Harley. I mean, he said it. I ain't saying. He's just like, man, I can't. It don't make sense. You gave up when you were there.
Oh man.
I said I couldn't get a song.
Okay, hey, maybe I'm looking for a song right now. I'm in that phase of looking for a song. But
y'all need one
Thursday,
too.
yeah, we need one.
Yeah, y'all need one.
Yeah,
For
They
real.
had one. They had one called Elevator. Did you see the video?
Elevator. That
It
joint
ain't
was like
work.
that. Yeah,
It
joint.
ain't-
I
it ain't
got that
work,
on
right?
here. I got that on my
What do
computer.
you mean it didn't work?
It just
Play it for the
it
people.
costs-
Show the people.
it
Well,
costs-
that elevator joint.
Show the people.
That little nigga sound
Man,
just like.
every time I'm trying to tell my look, Thursday we down on U Street at Harley. Friday we at Clout. Okay.
Now, Dan, get ready to show y'all.
Hold on, let's
What
grind
Coop
real
on?
quick. This Saturday, y'all, at Union Oyster Bar, we got the Fab Five DJs. We got
Who the
DJ
Fab Five?
DJ Rico,
Oh.
DJ Big John,
Mhm.
Frisco. Who else
I'm
we
getting
got on
ready to
there?
get in the DJ.
Easy and Super Dan.
You see my other videos, y'all?
This will be
We got a
the
couple
Fort
more
Lauderdale
videos.
send off, and
Well,
we
some-
might have a guest appearance with Still Familiar. Stay tuned. That's this Saturday, Union Oyster Bar.
All right, y'all. You want hit this joint? You want hit this joint? Hold on a second. Hold on. You say send him out with elevator. Okay, hey, here you go.
I wish you had the video too to show him.
What's up, babe?
He say
John said Fab 4.
he said the fan full. Oh man.
Take you out.
Oh shoot. All right, y'all. We up out of here, man. We gotta get up out of here.
Let me.
Hey, is Rico still there?
Let me let you.
Yeah, he's still there.
Hey, Rico, my man Nigel said he be punishing you at the bowling alley, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, Rico.
Oh man. All right.
I'm on the elevator. I'm on the elevator. Get on my elevator. I'm on the elevator. Elevator. I'm on the elevator. Elevator. See me now, catch me later. Going up, it's no debate. And all these pissy niggas waiting. Home crew got the sounds. TMG, you know we on. Top 5 on your playlist. Got your girl shaking, it's amazing. Baby, you don't get no better. They call me J.A. by the letter. That niggas up, cracking codes and puzzle pieces to put this shit together. She liking the way that I shine. So baby, come and take a ride. Elevator going up, I'll be not afraid
Elevator won't stop till it reach the top. Elevator won't stop till it reach the top. Elevator won't stop till it reach the top. Elevator won't stop till it reach the top.
I'm on the elevator. I'm on the elevator. Get on my elevator. I'm on the elevator. Elevator. I'm on the elevator. Seen a lot of y'all, man.